Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. Couple extra streams this week. I finally started scripting out a video on Lord of the Clans, and I think I'm getting a bit too ambitious with how much I'm actually writing. And I realized that I need footage of other point-and-click adventure games, such as um, King's Quest, Quest for Glory, and Secret of Monkey Island. So I figured, fuck it. Why not just stream the game? For at least for King's Quest, because I mentioned this one in particular, five, quite a bit. This is the first King's Quest game I ever played when I was a kid. I know it fairly well, but obviously there's going to be some spots, especially the mazes, where I'm going to get fucked up. So I'm going to try and try not to use any walkthroughs, except for maybe the desert and the maze at the end. But we'll figure that out. So I figured, yeah, I got the day off. Why not just stream it? Do some point and click adventures. So because I'm gathering footage from this, I'm gonna turn my camera off, so you won't see my pretty face while we're playing. But I'll still be chatting with you. So I think you guys are going to Archaon, Mitsuru, User 34. What's going on? Daka. Poland says hi. Well, hi there, Kudrik. One of my good buddies is in Poland at this very moment, doing some military stuff. I'm going on the King's Quest because you're actually playing as the queen. The king in this game, Graham, King Graham. So yeah, because I'm talking in my script about the differences between the main point and click adventure series that I played, being Quest for Glory, King's Quest, and Monkey Island. Monkey Island is more about comedy and uh, like the interactions with other characters and stuff, as well as puzzles, obviously. But the game is designed to not kill the player or slow the player down. Well, not, I guess you say slow the player down, but you don't. You can't soft lock yourself. King's Quest, you can certainly soft lock yourself every 5 seconds. Uh, and there's one in particular that I mentioned in my script that I'll go over once it comes. The rat in this game is one of the biggest, the most infamous examples of obtuse puzzles that if you don't do it perfectly, you can literally brick your entire game, and you won't even realize it until like 5 hours later. You're like, how the fuck do I progress? Well, you'll find out. Monkey Island doesn't do that. Monkey Island, you can't actually game over or lose, except I believe you can. Your character says that he can hold his breath for 10 minutes, and if you actually do it, you can actually die. I forget what happens after you die in that instance, if you actually like have to reload the game or whatever. And then Quest for Glory is like King's Quest, but with RPG mechanics. So you have like classes and experience points and levels. So instead of uh, killing the guard to get into the bank, you can sneak in and pick his pocket, or you can cast a spell that puts him to sleep or something. The Quest for Glory games are a little bit more difficult because there's so much more. Like there's day and night cycles, there's day schedules. Like on day 17 something happens, or day 13 something happens. So we probably won't play those, even though I love all those games as well. But yeah, we're gonna get into King's Quest 5 there. Hey there, Giggles. Military stuff in Poland. I heard this one before. Yeah, he's actually Ukrainian too. He's Ukrainian Canadian. He's Ukrainian French Canadian. Born in Canada, but his family's Ukrainian. Um, yeah, well, I guess the Canadians are doing stuff over there. It's kind of secret, so I cannot discuss it. But he's not over there. He's not over there. But how's Poland doing, Kudrik? At their giggles. Your mom loved these games. Yeah, my dad and mom actually. Probably the first games my mom watched us play was this game, because it's not like, it's violent. Your character gets killed in so many funny ways. There's actually speed runs and like getting all the deaths, because there's like a funny little death screen for every time you die. So we'll do a few of them for fun or by accident. But yeah, I'm gonna turn my camera off, Which what's the hotkey for that? 7, I believe. Nope. 5. There we go. Don't think chat's on, right? I think I just turned it on. It's off. Okay, there. Now it's on. Now it's off. Okay. So where's my boop?
Have you previously played King's Quest V?
How fucking iconic is that, eh? I love that Sierra. Sierra was a damn good company, man.
Warning, this cartoon contains material that may be necessary for information or clues to complete this game. Please be sure to check your inventory if you decide to skip.
Leisure Suit Larry, that's true. Actually, I've never played Leisure Suit Larry. Do you actually see tits? Do you see Booba in Leisure Suit? I always remembered you. There was like that was the rumor on it. I just remember loving the artwork, man. Yeah, the pixels and the sprites and everything. I used to think they were so charming. You never got that far. Roberta Williams. She and I think her husband's going to come up here at some point. She and her husband were actually at one of the last couple of years. They went to the Game Awards, and I was like, "Get the fuck out of here, Roberta Williams." They fell for a scam. I thought, didn't they get bought out by EA or something, or like one of those big companies? I thought they sold out. I was 8 playing a lewd game in a language I hadn't learned fully yet. Oh yeah, that's true too. Trying to see Booba and you can't speak English, so you're trying to figure out the hints.
My castle? What has happened?
Ooh, I can tell you what happened.
What?
Ooh, I know what happened to your castle. I saw it all. Yes, I did.
You did? Well then, what happened?
Ooh, it was the powerful and evil wizard Mordak who did it. Ooh, I just happened to be visiting with an old friend when I saw him materialize out of thin air. Thank goodness he didn't notice me.
Well, don't stop now. Go on.
He conjured up a terrible whirlwind that swirled faster and faster around the castle. With another incantation, Mordak then caused the wind to draw the castle up into the sky and out of sight. Ooh, it was something to see, all right.
Why? Why would this wizard, Mordak, want my castle? What could he have against me and my family?
That I don't know. Ooh, I only know that it was Mordak who took your castle and your family. Well, perhaps I can help you. My employer also happens to be a wizard, which is why I recognized Mordak. Ooh, unlike Mordak, though, my employer is a very good wizard. His name is Crispin Arthur, but we all call him Crispin for short. The only problem is, you see... Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. The only problem is that Crispin is getting on in years and tends to be a bit forgetful.
I don't know. This doesn't sound as if it would work.
Oh, sure it would. Crispin is a very qualified wizard, one of the best. He just gets a little forgetful now and again, that's all. Now, where is it? Oh, I know I brought it with me. Aha! Here it is.
What is that?
Well, it is my opinion that you don't stand a chance against the likes of Mordak. Oh, excuse me for saying, Your Majesty, but you don't have a choice. You must come with me. I'm sure Crispin can help you.
is that stuff?
Ooh, just some old leftover fairy dust I've been carrying around. Ooh, it'll help you to fly. You can follow me to the land of Serenia, where Crispin and I live. It's much too far to walk, you know. Ooh, I think the fairy dust is still good.
Ultra pinball was that a lewd pinball or is that just regular pinball? Space Cadet pinball's pretty damn iconic though.
Come on, up here.
Cedric could possibly be a cute character if he didn't have one of the most fucking grating voices ever. Because, I mean, come on, an owl with a monocle and a little vest? I like that. He has throat damage from doing it? I believe that. There's it.
Down here. Come on.
I believe
Here I come.
I'm sure they got all the actors from just like they didn't have Lord of the Clans budget, you know. They didn't get Clancy Brown. They probably just took the janitor and was like, all right.
Ooh, looks like the fairy dust just wore off.
Cedric? Where have you been? I've been calling for you. Well, well, what have we here? A bit clumsy, are you? Well, come on in the house and dry off. No sense sitting around like a wet dog.
Every character in this game,
Go into the house and pour each of us a nice hot cup of tea.
Ooh, aye, aye, Crispin.
every character in this game has like serious sunburns, other than like the really detailed cinematic screens or whatever. It's like my skin is almost as red as my shirt.
The Society of Wizards has always taken a dim view of Mordak and his abuse of his power. Why, he's even been put on suspension a few times. It never seems to do any good, though.
Crispin, why would Mordak want to take my family or castle? What did we ever do to him?
I'm afraid I don't know the answer to that. Mordak is a very unpredictable wizard. I've never understood that evil mind of his.
Ooh, I thought perhaps you could help His Majesty, Crispin. That's why I brought him here.
Well, let me see now. I used to be a very powerful wizard at one time, you know, but I've gotten a little rusty lately.
A little rusty.
That's quite enough from you, Cedric.
Ooh, yes, sir, Crispin, sir.
I don't know what I have that would be of much use to you. Most of my wizard stuff is pretty old and worn out. But let's see what I can find.
I wonder if they're going for a sword and a stone, like with Merlin and Archimedes, like the wizard and the little owl buddy. Although Archimedes is way better. Good music too. How is the sound for you guys? Is it loud enough or is it quiet? Jesus Christ. You're almost there.
No, that won't do. That's all used up. It might work. Here, eat this.
What is that?
That's an old piece of magical white snake I had left over from last year. With it, you'll be able to communicate communicate with the natural and animal world. You could find that quite helpful. Here's my old wand. I don't even know if it works anymore. Most of its power may be gone. You should know that wands are like pets. They've got to get to know you before they'll work for you. Just treat it with care and respect, and hopefully it will do something for you. You'd better get going, my boy. No telling what that confounded Morlock could be up to. You go with him, Cedric. Show him the way.
Oh,
Yes, you. Don't be such a coward. Now go on. You'd better get started.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate all you've done for me.
Hey, there's Status Outer. Generals and really. Hey, thanks for the follow there, Status. Welcome. This is a little bit of a departure from what I normally stream, but these are.
I suggest we visit the town first. How about it, Your Majesty?
Please don't call me Your Majesty, Cedric. It's much too formal. I'd like it if you'd just call me Graham.
Oh, I'd be delighted to, Graham. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, yes, the town. You might be able to find some supplies there. It's just over a little hill to the south, not too far.
Well then, let's be on our way, Cedric.
Hey there, Malmazation. Yeah, well, yeah, I'm making a video on Lord of the Clans, so I figured this is... I needed footage of this game anyways, so I figured, fuck it, why not? Let's just stream it, you know? So this is your classic, like, you cycle through your,
Cedric seems to be thinking big thoughts right now, perhaps planning their next move, and so is not in a talkative mood.
Reading how they used to program these games makes you feel their pain. It probably was a nightmare.
Don't be wasting your time coming in here. Young man, I've done all I can for you. Now it's up to you. Well, anyway, I'm not going to be here for a little while. There's an emergency I have to attend to in a neighboring land. I'll try to keep an eye out for you, but this is something you and Cedric are going to have to do yourselves. I wish you the best, King Graham.
I appreciate all you've done, Crispin. I'll be on my way now.
He never keeps an eye on you. He fucks off and he never does. I don't think he turns up until the last cutscene. Yeah, these I don't know if you've ever played King's Quest or Status, but these are early 90s point-and-click adventure games.
A tiny pond adds charm to Crispin's forested home.
Graham, watch out! A poisonous snake!
Poisonous snake! Oh! Yeah, in this game, I talk about the fact that your characters are all, like, morons. So, like, they can't do anything for themselves. Like, if they any body of water that's higher than their knees, they'll just, like, drown. And, like, everything they touch kills them. So, let's do our... Oh! Oh, I see. Oh, that's right. This is like a modern version of it. So I'm gonna...
In silence, the large serpent eyes Graham menacingly.
Stay away. This is my path.
That wasn't wise, Graham. He who speaks with forked tongue should never be trusted.
That's like part of the charm of this game is dying and then like seeing what the narrator says. I love the artwork though. Like these environments are so pretty. You're 28. I'm 34. Welcome. But still, yeah, this is only the 5th one. I think there's 8 of these games in total. And then they actually, I think it was like 2010, maybe between 2010 2015, they had like an actual sequel that was made. I never actually played that. Maybe I should. Fat Caucus Day. But this game is infamous for, like, yeah, I was saying before, if you don't, like, find everything when you're supposed to, you can, like, completely... So I'm going to go in the water here.
No, Graham, don't!
Like, you
Too
can...
bad. Graham's swimming skills were no match for the mighty river.
You can brick your progress, like, severely. Well, I mean, severely, like, you can literally brick your progress, and then you can't progress. Character's a hoot.
If you're going into town, I'll just wait for you here. I had a nasty run-in with a big dog once, and I feel much safer out here.
Inside the barrel, Graham sees an old rotting fish. Graham leans way down into the barrel and removes, phew, the smelly old fish.
How goes it with you, good fellow?
Not well, I'm afraid. This old wagon's always giving me trouble.
Can I help you in any way?
Thank you kindly, but I think I can handle it.
All right then. Good luck.
Thanks. With this wagon, I'm gonna need it.
Did you see that? Fish in a barrel? Like that seems so innocuous. Like, what would make you
Graham
want to, like,
notices an old wooden barrel on the
look
street
into it?
corner.
Your knowledge of Adventure Games was a Rule 34 site advertised a re-release on one of their... Ugh. King's Quest Rule 34, hell yeah. Oh my god, yeah, another body. Weird highway zone.
May I help you, sir?
That guy looks like me. Rotund and bearded.
I'm interested in buying something here.
Ah, let me show you some things. A fine piece of cloth. With this material, I could make you beautiful shirts. There isn't a more beautiful piece of fabric to be found anywhere. With this, I could make you the finest trousers you've ever had. Well, what do you think?
Well, right now I'm just looking. Thanks anyway.
Sure. Whatever you say, I'm just here to help.
Hey there, Philip.
Here, let me help you with that. Oh, that cloak fits you perfectly. It just looks wonderful on you. Let me tell you, it will certainly keep you toasty warm during the coming winter. Let me know if you wish to buy it.
I don't like this at all.
The rude customer doesn't care to talk to Graham.
The rude customer. Have I encountered any moon logic yet? Oh no, I know most of the solutions to this game. I played it several hundred times.
Bending down, Graham quickly retrieves the silver coin from the street.
The thing that I'm gonna get fucked up on is the mazes. There's 2 mazes, I think. No, there's more than... There's 3 mazes, including, like, the ocean.
Come on in. Look around. Let me know if you're interested in anything.
The little girl is more interested in her doll. She pays no attention to Graham.
This is a fine little toy shop you have here. You must be very proud.
Danke, son. I've worked very hard at it over the years. But you know, you need to really love it. And I do.
Are most of these toys your creations?
Yeah, most of them. But not all. Some my son made. Some I bought. Some I traded for.
You're very talented.
Danke. Well, let me know if I can help you.
And like with these games, it's quite obvious sometimes what the solution is because it's completely.
The shipment of carving wood hasn't come in yet. What should we do?
If it's not in by tomorrow, I'll send you to the sawmill.
Okay, Papa?
Because as you can see, like this entire screen is very. I don't know. It looks like depth of field. It's a little bit out of focus, but then there's this thing is obviously painted in the same.
Yeah, my darling.
Can I keep this doll? I really like her.
Now, Katrina, you know these toys are for sale for other kinder. Besides, you've got plenty of dolls. You can play with her, but just be careful.
All right, Grandpapa. I'll take care of her.
That's a fine sled, isn't it? Any child would love to have it.
Yes, I was just admiring the workmanship.
Danke. If you'd like to buy it, let me know.
Because I still got to play the Mysteries. Was it the Mysteries of Kyrandia or whatever?
Take a look around if you want, but we don't have any shoes to sell you right now. We sold our last finished pair yesterday. Our business ain't doing so good anymore, and we're getting too old to keep trying.
Is there anything I can do to help?
There ain't nothing you can do, short of buying us out. But like I said, if you want to look around, feel free.
Okay, thanks.
The old shoemaker wearily hammers tiny nails in a shoe sole. He doesn't even seem to notice Graham.
You don't have any shoes for sale, huh?
That's right. No shoes at all. We're making a pair right now, but it'll take a while. We're not as fast as we used to be.
Oh, that's okay. My own boots should carry me through the rest of my journey.
Sorry, son. We're doing the best we can.
Oh wait, I didn't pet the dog.
It's you again, is it? We still don't have any shoes for sale.
A skinny old dog lies down on the hard floor of the shoe shop. This old dog doesn't appeal to Graham.
Wow. Graham doesn't like dogs. Well, I can understand why, because you're about to get eaten by one later on. Kyrandia's cool. All 3 games have you playing different dudes. Made by Command Conquerors. Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying that out. Because I've never heard of that game before. So this is the most important screen in the whole game. But we'll deal with that later.
Ooh, I'll wait for you here, Graham.
Ooh.
And how is your poor dear mother doing, William?
Oh, she hasn't been doing too well lately. But my brother and I help out whenever we can. Thanks for asking, Amanda.
Austin, keep your fingers out of that pie. The pies look lovely. I think I'll take one.
Yes, they were just made fresh this morning. Here you go.
Yes, this will be a fine dessert for our dinner tonight. Let's go home, Austin.
Here's the last of the pies.
Welcome to our bakehouse, traveler. Of course, all of our wares are wonderful, but today we've got a special on custard pie. Just 1 silver coin each, but take your time. Let me know when you're ready.
Everything looks so delicious, it's hard to decide what to buy.
Everybody has that problem, but what a problem to have.
Those custard pies look most delicious.
Yes, they're made from a recipe handed down from our dear Mama and her Mama before her.
Mama.
It's still hard to decide, though.
Far-ish in 3,
Well,
but you never beat
take
it.
your time, there's no hurry.
Are they long games?
Sir, I would like to purchase one of your custard pies.
These pies cost 1 silver coin each.
I've got it right here. Here you go.
I hope you enjoy your custard pie.
Oh, I'm sure I will.
The cat doesn't look very friendly at all.
Fuck, everybody's pets are dicks. Oh, wait.
No, Graham, don't!
Too bad. Graham's swimming skills were no match for the mighty river.
We have to die in every part of this river.
Ooh, I'll wait for you out here. I don't like that place.
Graham notices 3 rough-looking men huddled over the bar in serious conversation. Since they're talking in such low tones, Graham can't quite hear what they're saying. A flea-bitten old dog lies asleep in the corner. The dog is just out of Graham's reach.
Authentication valid is not valid. Hey, what's going on, man? Welcome if you're watching.
You know that job we pulled yesterday? Where's the rest of the loot, huh? I think one of you guys is holding out on me.
Gentlemen, please excuse me. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Diana's full, ain't got no more rooms.
Hey, boss, this guy looks like a real troublemaker. What do you want me to do with him?
Rob him out.
Struggle as he might, Graham could not escape his bonds. Don't worry, Graham. The innkeeper will soon put you out of your misery.
Don't worry, you will soon be executed. You only got as far as you did because of one computer game magazine? Yeah, I mentioned that in my script. How, like, Sierra used to be able to call them on the phone and be like, listen, I'm stuck. How do I fucking get any farther? There's a fun called Goblins. Is that another point-and-click adventure game?
The side door is locked. Carefully, Graham searches through the haystack, but doesn't see anything of importance.
No, Graham, don't!
Too bad. Graham's swimming skills were no match for the mighty river.
For the last King's Quest, a guy emailed him, and they emailed him a patch to the glitch. That's actually so funny. I love that.
Ooh, watch out for the bear, Graham.
Tisk, tisk. Graham should know better than to feed the bears.
So some of these deaths range from, like, whatever to some of them are, like, violent. Like, in the think of the first King's Quest,
Watch out for the bear, Graham.
there's an ogre that comes and, like, literally crushes your head in his fists and, like, blood squirts out. It's pretty fucking gnarly. And I think in King's Quest 6 there's a lot more, like, bloody deaths.
I am Queen Beatrice, kind sir. I wish to thank you ever so much for saving our hive from the claws of that horrible bear. In return, I offer offer you a luscious honeycomb from our hive. Please feel free to retrieve one. I promise my bees won't harm you. It may come in handy on your travels.
Remember playing a version of this when you were a kid? Not sure which one, but remember being a slave to a wizard? It was hard. You're thinking of King's Quest IV, I believe, where you play as Graham's son. I recently tried to play that because they remade that in like a VGA style that looks a lot like this, which is really, really beautiful. But I know exactly, I couldn't beat it either because that game had a lot of schedule, like different times. Like you had a 24-hour clock and you had to do things at certain times in order to progress the game, and it just got so fucking crazy.
Graham bends down and picks up the large stick from the ground. Graham reaches a hand into the beehive and retrieves a very sticky chunk of honeycomb. Wrapping it in a protective piece of cloth, he then pockets it.
It's still fun, yeah, but it's really hard because every single King's Quest, I think, tried to do something different.
No, Graham, don't!
And yeah, it's because it had a schedule, like, without a guide, my god, I don't even know how you'd, like...
Graham's swimming skills were no match for the mighty river.
Because you had to, like, cook him dinner at, like, certain times, and you had to cook him certain dinners and stuff. It was fucking weird. But it was, yeah, it was really, it was intense.
A bully of a dog terrorizes the poor ants as he playfully digs at their large anthill.
Ooh, Graham, that dog looks mean.
Now, this game is also, like, this game gives you items that you will not use until, like, the end of the game. So you'll be sitting here with this fucking wand, and I think the honeycomb comes in later as well. Well, it obviously comes in later, but much later.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm King Antony the Great. May I ask who you are?
Why, certainly. I'm King Graham of Daventry, and this is my friend Cedric. We're seeking a way to cross the Great Mountains to the ocean on the other side.
That is a very perilous undertaking. I wish you would reconsider. But if you shall not, in return for rescuing our home from that flea-bitten cur, I wish to offer you our help, if perchance you may ever need it.
Thank you very much, King Antony. Cedric and I appreciate your kind offer. We look forward to meeting you again.
Oh, yeah, so, like, I think if I was to talk to that person at the tailor shop, they would explain to me that they... You know what, let's just go do it. Because I'm gonna get a needle from this haystack and give it to the tailor for the jacket or the cloak, but I can't remember if there's a hint on that the tailor needs something. You have a player character 0 preservation instinct. Exactly right. Like anything, I guess you could argue that it's a good mechanic because if he says, "Oh, don't go in the water," but if you're the player character and you say you're going in the fucking water, he goes in the water, and yeah, he dies, but.
May I help you, sir?
Not wishing to be put through another speech about fine shirts and trousers, Graham wisely keeps his mouth shut.
Maybe if you hang out for a while, he'll eventually just say it on his own or whatever. Yeah, you give him a needle and then he gives you the cloak.
Upon a fallen log sits a dashing young prince who looks very sad and confused.
Excuse me, young man. Sorry to bother you, but I couldn't help but notice you sitting there on that log. I was wondering if there was anything wrong.
Why, yes. As a matter of fact, there is. I've been searching everywhere for my fiancée. She's a beautiful princess with long golden tresses, fetching blue eyes, and smooth creamy skin. Have you seen her anywhere about?
No, sorry, I haven't seen anyone like that.
That's what I figured. No one has seen her. I bet that a witch who lives in the dark forest had something to do with her disappearance.
I'll keep an eye out for her. If I see her, I'll let her know you're looking for her.
I would appreciate that. Well, I guess I'd better get back to looking for her. I'm not ever going to find her just sitting around here. Thanks for your concern.
What a wonderful bluebird. It could almost make Graham happy again if it wasn't for his family.
Tudor England, the most common death in the city was drowning. Between drowning and diarrhea. Why does Graham look like an 80s action series Macho Man pretend? It's Patrick Swayze, Tom Selleck with that mustache. Yeah, he does look pretty fucking... Well, this is his 5th adventure. I like recording a broom closet. I'm pretty sure it was. Every actor, I think, is just like interns and dudes in the office.
Excuse me, sir. Oh, I'm terribly sorry to bother you.
So how red he is.
Noticing your son's marionette. It's very interesting. Where did you get it?
It's grandson, not son. And I made it for him. Why do you care?
I just wanted to comment on its artistry. It's very well done. I don't suppose it could be bought.
If it could, the price would be very steep. I reckon you couldn't afford it. Now, leave me and my grandson be. I ain't in the mood to gab right now. Go find someone else to talk to.
Do you?
Yeesh. Can't skip this.
Have you previously played?
I ain't in the mood to gab right now. Go find someone else to talk to.
Graham attempts to speak to the young gnome, but the boy seems to be very shy and doesn't answer. Graham watches with surprise as a contingent of ants marches into the haystack and begins to swarm through it.
I'm glad to see there was a way that we could be of help to you. Look here. We found a golden needle in the haystack. I'd like to present it to you. Perhaps you can find a use for it.
Why, thank you, King Antony. I'm honored.
Good luck in your travels, King Graham. And be careful.
Long day of rock marches? Oh, I hate rock marches. You taking a nap? I feel like I just got up from a nap about 45 minutes ago. before I decided to stream. But let the sounds of King's Quest slowly lull you to a peaceful sleep. We'll probably be finished by the time you get up. Hey there, Bolverin.
Miss Willow?
Yes?
You can talk?
Why, of course I can. What did you expect?
Well, I've never seen a talking tree before. What's wrong?
Everything's wrong, can't you tell? I'm not really a tree. I'm really a princess. You see, my fiancé and I were walking through this wood when a nasty old witch came along and was instantly charmed by my handsome prince. When he naturally refused her advances, she jealously banished him to a faraway land and turned me into a tree. Then she stole my heart.
Stole your heart?
Yes. She turned my heart to gold and took it away with her. The only way I can become human again is to have my heart brought back. Now, all I have to cheer me up is my heart. Please, don't bother me anymore. Let me weep in peace.
Smooth sprite work on all his animation cycles with the ants, yeah. Other than that, like a lot of this, I love the sprite work in total though, and just like the like every screen is just such a feast for the eyes and detail, and you're always like looking around, like what can I pick up and what can I mess around with?
Back to the east is Crispin's house.
Miss Willow has a Yarenika face. What's Yarenika?
Oh, no. Oh, I'm not going in there. Can't you read the sign?
Come on, Cedric. There might be something important in here.
Go if you want to. I'll wait here.
I'm gonna die when I go in here, but I just like to see what happens when you do die.
That old witch caught Graham totally off guard.
Totally off guard. It's like they handed a script.
Come on.
So when they said read this con, it's essentially I can even just see it in my head of them going down the hall, being like, "Hey Phil, want to read this right quick? I have a microphone that like this is the '90s too, so their microphone was probably like a tape recorder."
That old witch caught Graham.
It's a meme gay manga, or rather a face image. Oh, wow.
Ooh, keep your eye on the gypsies, Graham. I don't trust them.
The sullen man doesn't appear to be the conversational sort.
Gypsies, eh?
It will cost you 1 gold coin to see Madamushka.
The sullen man doesn't appear to be the conversational sort. Obviously, the man wouldn't tolerate Graham taking his supper. Graham finds the huge beast completely uninteresting. The ox's mouth is too full of grass to even attempt a conversation with Graham.
All right, now here comes the first maze. The friggin' desert.
Ooh, there's nothing but a hot, dry desert for the west. Most people avoid it because there are bandits out there. Ooh, if you insist on going, I'll wait for you here.
You're sad you don't see gypsies anymore? Oh, I saw plenty of gypsies when I was in Romania. They'd come up to me with like a plastic baby and be like, "Good, my baby, I need to, you must feed my baby." Sounds a little Italian, but... So this desert is like a friggin', what is it? Like a 10 by 10 grid, and it's just utter madness.
The hot sun and choking sands are taking their toll on Graham. He must drink, and soon.
Yeah, they say it's racist. It's like, yeah, isn't gypsy like a derogatory term now? Like, but then you have Esmeralda from Quasimodo or the Hunchback of Notre Dame. She's a gypsy. I want to see myself get cut down by the bandits. This is one of the few like timing-based instances. Like usually the game, whatever you're doing on the screen is like frozen in time, but in this particular instance,
from across the desert sands, Graham can hear the sound of approaching hoofbeats.
Romani.
Get him!
Never trust a bad guy, Graham.
Well, that was anticlimactic. I thought it was going to be more glorious than that. I think, yeah, aren't they called Romani in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 as well?
Ah, life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him.
I feel like that narrator is somebody, though. I know like everyone else sounds like just like the janitor down the hall, but that
From
narrator, I
across
feel
the
like
desert sands, Graham can hear the sound of approaching hoofbeats.
I feel like the narrator is an actual professional.
Open sesame! Open sesame!
The temple door won't open. Perhaps there's something missing.
My great-grandfather became well respected while traveling by horseback along the East Coast with a gypsy caravan. He was traveling south for surgery for facial deformity. New York, Florida. Holy shit. That sounds like quite an adventure. My God. Sounds like a book. And you got like the British gypsies too. The pikeys from like Snatch. Geordies in the north. They're legit gypsies. Okay, now I used to know this route off by heart, but I do not remember now. Because these are some of the first few games I tried to pirate when I learned about torrenting and stuff when I was like 16, 17. Because this is before like Good Old Games existed, or at least my knowledge of Good Old Games didn't exist. When I was like a teenager, like to find like old classic games, you needed to friggin' have the physical copies, and I'd have to ask your mother, remind me of all the details. So I just know that the side of the family is well liked with the royalty of that tribe forever after. And then after that, what the hell? That sounds epic as hell. So I think is 2 over, and then like 3 or 5 down. I gotta find that fucking boot. That boot is like the most important item in the entire game, and it is like way out of the way here in the desert. Oh, I do remember. Now from here, though, that's where I'm fucked.
Ah, life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him.
Now, the bandits should be 2 down and 1 left. Is that right? For some reason, that's what's speaking to me. Ah, shit. So now this is where you get fucked up. Is it 1 over? Pretty sure it's not more than 1 left. Haha! Okay, I was one less. I needed 1 more down, so it's 3 down.
With disgust, Graham looks at a drunken bandit lying face down in the desert sand, completely passed out. Overhearing loud music and drunken laughter from within the larger tent, Graham guesses the bandits must be celebrating their latest plunder. A lone camel waits near the large tent, while its owner celebrates inside. Ah, life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him.
It's a chemical reaction to have that knowledge. Yeah, it's like childhood memories locked away in the recesses of my brain. The tractor worm. I think there is a quest for glory or a king's quest where you go into a desert and it's so deep that you eventually do get killed by something.
An intruder!
That wasn't a very smart move, Graham.
They wasted no time in janking my ass.
Graham should avoid the bandit at all costs.
Thanks again for all your help.
Who are you? A spy!
Oh! Fucking stab you in the
That wasn't
face.
a very smart move for Graham to make.
Well, this game has an ocean too. A 100 by 100 ocean, yeah.
Taking care to be very quiet, Graham reaches out and takes the staff into his possession.
I like how the narrator is even quiet there, as if he's gonna wake up the. I feel like in Secret of Monkey Island, that literally would have happened. Like the narrator would have woken him up and been like, "Oh, whoops." Okay, now I know my way back, but I need to find the damn boot, which I believe is just straight 5 to the right from here. They programmed it to be like a 1,000 tile ocean, so you had to use a whale to get to one section. Which King's Quest is that? Must be 7 or something, eh? Because I think 8 is the 3D one that's like really bizarre but like slightly endearing. Shit. Might be fucked here. I might be fucked here, boys. First one you play as a woman. Okay, that's 7. Yeah, that's 7. You play as my wife. Oh! Oh, this isn't right, though. Shit. I actually don't remember this screen.
Ah, life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him.
That doesn't help me in the slightest, though. It must be above me, then, somewhere. Because I should be able to get back to where the bear was fucking with the bees by just going straight to the right. I can't remember which one. Ugh. I got somehow lucky there.
Too bad. Even the sting of such a small creature can prove deadly.
Wow, I got bit by a goddamn scorpion. Shit, where the fuck am I? Oh. Okay, so going straight to the right gets me to that well. I just have to comb the desert. Spaceball style.
The hot sun and choking sands are taking their toll on Graham. He must drink, and soon.
Ah, that's lucky.
Ah, life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him.
So if I keep going to the right, that's just going to take me to the scorpion. That's going to kill me again. Maybe I have to go one more up and comb it from here. The boot is very far out of the way. Shit. I'm about to be literally cooked by the sun.
Too bad.
Shit. Is it down and over? That doesn't seem right. I might need a map here, boys. If one of you can get on map duty. Daka, where you at? Daka, give me a map. So I don't have to minimize the game. And just goes to show, how the Christ would anybody figure this out playing it casually, other than if they were just lost as fuck and they just happened upon it, you know? I suppose I could just get my phone. Yeah, brute force.
Too late. Graham collapses and dies of extreme thirst in the hot desert sun. If only he could have found an oasis. Dying for a drink, Graham?
7 minutes! We don't have time. All right. All right, let's check it out. Because, like, this is, like, not even walkthrough. Like how the hell is any... There's no hints. There's no hints. And that's what I mean. Like, if you don't find this boot, you can't progress the game. Hey there, Amy. It's a big square with sand written across it. Oh, yeah, look at this guy. Low, damn it! Resource limit is reached? What the fuck are you smoking? NES? This game was on the NES? That's kind of cool, actually. I didn't know that. So that's the map that it's given me. It's fucking small as shit. Oh, what? Oh, hang on. No, hang on. What? Oh, okay. Okay. I was way off. Kind of. I was almost okay. So I'll go back to that oasis that I was at before. Let's go up. So I found this one. Anakin Skywalker hates this part of the game yet. Well, I also got my microphone here. That's why I have to mess around with my phone like this. Because okay, so we have this. So I was actually super close. So I went up before, and then I went all the way to the right. But if I had have gone just one more, also there's no like hint, like there's no stuff in the background. If I saw like a fucking thing in the background, then it'd be better.
Uh-oh. A picked clean and sun-bleached skeleton lies in the sand of the hot, dry desert. What happened? Who can say? But it makes Graham uneasy nevertheless.
What happened? If I was a gambling man.
Uneasily, Graham reaches down and removes the old shoe from the desert sand. The hut. Ah.
This is what justifies the $60 price tag of however much this game was when you first got it. You're lost in the fucking desert for 9 hours. You get your damn times worth. And we have our next timing-based...
life-giving water.
Our next timing-based situation here.
Open sesame! Oh no! The staff broke.
Way to go, Graham.
Bending down, Graham hurriedly picks up the gold coin from the temple floor. Quickly, Graham grabs the old brass bottle.
That was close.
The staff is broken and is of no use anymore.
I'm pretty sure you could just like tape it back together. Yeah, if you stay in there for like an extra 2 seconds, you would be locked and dead. And then you have the trap.
Ah, freedom at last! Now you spend the next 500 years in a bottle.
Graham should know better than to keep things bottled up inside.
Alright, let's get out this godforsaken desert. Arabic doesn't have a P sound. So it's like silent for them. Kind of like how some Europeans, they don't say the TH. I think, is it France that doesn't say TH? Genius are smoke demons, hence why there's one in a lamp. I think Mario Party's magic lamps is the most handy ones.
you are. I was just starting to get concerned.
Don't worry about me, Cedric. I'm used to this kind of thing.
So, like, this game also has some traps, right? So I'm pretty sure I can pay this guy with a golden needle.
Well, it is not a gold coin, but I guess it will be fine. Go on in and see Madamushka.
Warning.
So, you are here to see Madamushka, no? Well, come closer. Sit down. I will tell you your fortune. Already I can tell that you are on a quest of great urgency. We will see what we can find out for you. Look, Ingram. Look into the crystal ball.
Look, Manannan, look what I have for you. Take a good look at what you did to my brother, Alexander. Because of you, he's doomed to spend the rest of his days as a cat, and there's nothing I can do about it. But you can do something about it. Since you're the one that did this to him, you're the only one who can turn him back again. Back to the wizard Manannan.
Alexander!
I don't know how, Mordak. I'm not a wizard. I just happened to stumble across some magic spells and accidentally turned your brother into a cat. I didn't mean it. Please believe me, Mordak. I don't know how to turn him back into a wizard.
You're holding out on me, little man. You're taking advantage of my good nature, but not for long. If I don't get a change of tune from you soon, I'll feed your family to the cat, starting with your dear mother. Remember what I said. I'll only give you a little more time to decide before your family becomes cat food.
That is all. But I see that your mission is very dangerous indeed. I will give you something to help you. Here, wear this. It is a magic amulet. It will protect you against all but the most powerful magic. Good luck, Ingram. Be careful. That Mordak is a bad one.
Thank you, Madam Mushka.
France doesn't say H. Ukrainians don't have that TH for sure. Yeah, I think there's a lot of European countries that don't do the TH. I think Germany doesn't do TH either. No such thing as long and short E's, eh? So I think I've fucked my progress because I've given the needle, but I need to give the needle to the tailor. Having said that, I'm curious. I don't think I've ever tried this. If I give the coin to the tailor, do I get the cloak? Let us see. There are wide and narrow E's. I'm trying to put that in my head. It's weird that they don't have a P sound because this P is such like a basic. I don't know. Like it feels like even if you're just when you're bored, just like putting your lips together and going. Like P seems like such an easy sound to make.
May I help you?
I would like to buy that fine cloak hanging in the corner. Will you take a gold coin for it?
Why, yes. I guess a gold coin would be adequate. Here, let me get it for you.
Oh, wow. Oh, so it does work. Cool.
Thank you, kind sir. I'm sure it will help me on my travel.
I'm sure it will. Good luck. Au revoir.
The canon solution is to give him the needle, because then he loses his shit. He's like, oh my god, it's the best needle ever! guess that's cool. It works. All right, here we go. Now it's time for the ultimate test. The first bit of APM in this game.
Suddenly, frantic squeakings alert Graham to a mangy cat chasing a terrified rat.
Oh, thank you, good sir. You saved my life. My children and I will never forget your kindness. Maybe someday I'll be able to return the favor. Oh, I hear my children calling. Goodbye, until we meet again.
There we go. That was the most important thing in the entire game. If we didn't do that, if we didn't get that boot in the middle of the desert, we couldn't save that rat. It wastes too much water, yeah. Well, that's funny you should mention that, because you might be mentioning that in jest, but it's actually a thing. Because I had an accent class this last semester, and the teacher, like, explains that the science behind accents also affects, like, where you're from. So, like, us in Canada, especially in, like, Newfoundland and stuff, we talk really fast. Like, we have a really fast cadence, and it's guessed that we do that because it's so cold up here that we need to get everything we need to say out quick so we don't waste too much energy. Whereas in, like, the deep south, they lengthen their vowels a lot, like southern drawl, because it's so hot down there that not relaxed, but, you know, it's kind of like laid back attitude type of thing. You just picture like an old southern guy on his porch going, "Look, that weather's nice today," because since it's so warm and sweat, and it's tiring and sweaty, that, like, even their accents have slowly become that. You know, it's kind of cool, the science behind it.
Ooh, I'll wait for you out here. I don't like that place.
Because I know, like, Asian languages, like Chinese, it's all about inflection or inflection. Like, how you say the word changes the meaning.
Gentlemen, please excuse me. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Diana's full, ain't got no more rooms.
Hey, boss. This guy looks like a real troublemaker. What do you want me to do with him?
I did say deep south.
Struggle as he might, Graham could not escape his bonds.
Sounded like he was firing a freaking machine gun there. And yeah, obviously there's 1,000, like, there's even 100 dialects in Canada as well. Like, the Ottawa Valley has a different accent than Toronto, that has a different accent to the Letterkenny accent of Northern Ontario and stuff like that. But
Graham
the
stoops
general
down and picks up the sturdy rope from the stone floor.
The general example being, like, deep south.
A rusty padlock securing the door prevents Graham from leaving the cellar. In one corner of the cellar, Graham notices a large rat hole. There is nothing of interest inside the old rat hole.
Oh, I'm fucked. I'm fucked. I forgot. I need to get the hammer. We'll just do it.
You may see Madame Mushka now.
Warning,
Chinese poem
this
says the word
cartoon
ma over and
contains
over again.
material that may be necessary for information or clues to complete this game. Please be sure to check your inventory if you decide to skip.
I appreciate that.
The sullen man doesn't appear to be the conversational sort.
Madam Mushka is tired. No more for today.
Just five knuckle shuffling his way out of those bonds. Yeah, a rat coming fucking fired an LMG. Used to live in the South. You can tell you half the people can't tell which South you are from. Because I know, like, yeah, like, I think, like, Texas has a different accent than, like, Alabama, obviously, and Alabama has a different accent. Florida, we learned a little bit about the Texas accent and how, like the Matthew McConaughey versus, like, Tom Hanks's Forrest Gump. But Tom Hanks's Forrest Gump was also a kid with, like, a little bit of a speech impediment. Didn't he have one? My daddy makes grace. Alright. Put this on.
The magic amulet begins to glow softly as Graham slips it over his head. He then carefully tucks the amulet into the front of his tunic, hiding it from sight.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm not going in there. Can't you?
Come on.
Go if you want to. I'll wait here.
It seems to Graham that there is an unusually large number of toads in this forest.
Texas, a lot of accents, big state. Yeah, true. I guess. Well, minus the Latino or the Spanish accent or the Mexican accent, I guess. Because Texas, I always forget how like when I watched The Alamo recently. It's a good movie, by the way, and it's fascinating between like the American Civil War and their War of Independence. Texas was Mexico. It was so it's cool history to think about.
To Graham's great relief, it appears that the witch's magic has been stopped by the amulet he is wearing, just as Madame Mushka said it would.
Does she have a beard? Funny thing we discussed, yeah, most of the South was the people there pronounced pen and pin the same way without realizing. Yeah, pan and pan. Whereas in like New Zealand, they would pronounce pen and pin as pin. Go get my pin. Put the pin in. Texas rebelled because Mexico banned slavery. So Texas wanted. Oh my God, how reliant was the southern United States on slavery? My geez.
What are you doing in my forest, young man? Don't you know you're trespassing?
Oh, I didn't know this was a private forest. Do you own it?
Of course I own it. It's mine. And what did you do to my magic?
I don't think you need to know. Now tell me something. How does one leave this confusing forest?
I'll never tell. I'm afraid you're stuck, dearie. Now you're my prisoner.
We'll see about that.
Yes, won't we?
Given the attitude, eh?
A large, rock-like creature blocks further passage to the west.
You're not crossing my bridge, little man.
Can I impale myself on these?
Graham tugs firmly on the door in the tree, but finds it securely locked.
What's this?
Ah, freedom at last! Now you spend the next 500 years in a bottle.
Good. That old witch won't be seen here for a long time. But now, how to get out of this dreadful forest?
Classic fall.
Uh-oh. Watch out for those drop-offs, Graham.
He walked over it by walking back.
A small, intricate spinning wheel is put away in the trunk. Reaching a hand into the trunk, Graham retrieves the small spinning wheel. What's this? Why, it's a little key.
I was gonna say, like, I remember there being like a little glow to hint at you at that, because how the fuck else were you supposed to, like...
A small leather pouch is tucked away in the drawer. Graham reaches the drawer and removes the leather pouch.
I had to do a double take. I've been watching Space Quest Historian talk about this for months. Oh, yeah? I'd be curious to see somebody who's never played this game before try it out and see if they can beat it.
Graham tugs firmly on the door in the tree, but finds it securely locked.
Actually, you know what? There probably is. There's probably like some YouTube videos of somebody trying to play it for the first time.
Key fits perfectly in this lock. Graham is charmed to find a little golden heart inside the door of the twisted old tree. Reaching into the little door of the tree, Graham extracts the little golden heart.
Kind of want to see you do a blind play of the other Quest games and the bullshit they can get in your face. The only one that I've tried to play and then gave up was King's Quest IV. I could try that again. I've beaten all the other King's Quest though, except for like the newest one that came out in like the 2010s. Now I'm trying to think, because I know the solution to this, but like I'm trying to picture this.
Peering curiously at him through the heavy foliage of the dark forest, Graham notices several pairs of bright, blinking eyes.
I'm trying to think of like, because the solution is to drop diamonds in honey to get a little gnome to come out and get stuck. But I'm trying to think of like how a new player would fucking figure that out, because it's such a bloody. Well, first of all,
upon opening the leather pouch, Graham discovers 3 sparkling emeralds.
like this is a thing that I always forget I can do is interact with the items and each other in the fucking inventory. So like the fact that I wouldn't never have guessed when I was a kid to open the actual friggin' bag. You saw a first time player Warcraft 3, she intentionally did a challenge of not leveling heroes. Oh, I feel like I've either seen something similar or I've done that myself where I didn't realize I could level up or do a specific thing that would like completely change the whole game. Yahtzee and Gabe did something similar with Leisure Shoot Larry and Police Quest. Gabe had to drink like 3 bottles of vodka. There's nude booby mod for King's Quest. Nude mod for King's Quest 4? Wow, when I think of like booba in games, King's Quest doesn't cross my... Like Leisure Shoot Larry makes sense. In 3rd grade, my entire class gathered around one computer in the computer lab to watch my friend beat King's Quest 6. That's awesome. King's Quest 6, I love King's Quest 6. That one's really fun.
Graham squeezes the honeycomb as hard as he can, which causes the honey to drip out of it onto the ground, creating a sticky little puddle at his feet. Now all that's left of the honeycomb is a piece of beeswax, which Graham puts back in his pocket.
Please, let me go. I beg of you.
Why should I do that? What will you do for me?
I'll show you the way out of the forest, if you let me go.
How do I know I can trust you?
I give you my word. An elf never breaks his word.
Well, it's against my better judgment, but okay.
Move over, Rocky. You're in our way.
Oh, Adventure Kids are incredibly brutal. Oh, absolutely.
Sorry.
They're so obtuse and brutal. Probably for a reason, because these games are really short. Like, if you know what you're doing and I'm not, like, interacting with stuff, I beat Lord of the Clans in 20 minutes. I could probably beat this in, like, 13 minutes. Send you Space Quest Historian's review of the Booby mod, or just find the name if you want to try it blind. I've never played Space Quest. It's just like this, right? Just in space. Changes around the puzzle and the entire story. Huh. I just heard something about squeezing in a sticky little puddle at his feet. I'm sure this isn't Leisure Suit Larry, yeah. Graham proceeded to wank all over the floor.
Follow me! In here!
What can you do for me, little elf?
Warning. This cartoon contains material that may be necessary for information or clues to complete.
I like how I said cartoon. It's the Underpants Gnomes. I guess a Space Quest historian. Does he do a lot of King's Quest videos and stuff?
Over here!
I'll check him out.
I've got something for you.
Oh, he mostly does Space Quest stuff? Oh yeah, if he does, like, I'm surprised there's not a guy who just does Sierra stuff.
I never take anything without giving in return. For your generosity in giving me those exquisite emeralds, I give you my finest pair of shoes.
Bro,
May
King
they
Graham
help
is
you
fucking
in your
ripped.
Follow that passage over there. It's the way out of the dark forest.
Thank you very much for all your help. I'm sure I'll be able to find a use for these fine shoes.
Any sex bang? Game Grumps. I don't think I ever watched Game Grumps. I saw a couple of completionist videos, and he wasn't associated with them, was he? Or he was. I didn't really like the completionist. He covered some games that I enjoyed, but
I was beginning to worry.
You were right not to want to venture in that dark forest, Cedric. I thought I'd never get out of there alive.
that channel, that completionist channel, is very old YouTube, you know, with like 3-minute long intros and all this bullshit that you didn't need in your videos. And didn't he get into trouble? Like he like stole some money or had like a fake charity or something? Oh, I could go back in? He's an old school king from the time we had to beat people. He's fucking with guns like that.
The elf has gone and taken everything with him. There's nothing left of interest here.
Wow, that's cool. I didn't even know you could do this. Like, go back in and interact with the cutscene area. That'd be dirty if they had like a game-winning item in this room, and you never would have thought to go back in. I feel like there's other games that are like that, where like you go into a cutscene, then you leave, it progresses a story, then you're like, oh, you should have gone back. I should play Lands of Lore, Guardians of Destiny sometime, because that game is fucking rough, but like it's nostalgic, and I've never beaten it. I don't think I've ever beaten it.
Where did you get this? I thought I had lost it.
Oh, is it yours? I found it in the old witch's house in the dark forest.
So that's where it got to. The old hag took it, eh? You know, this ain't an ordinary spinning wheel.
It's not? Well, what's so special about it?
Why, this spinning wheel can spin straw into gold, that's what. Except you gotta know who to use it. I doubt even the witch could figure that out. Thank you for bringing it back to me.
Oh, wait, not so fast. How about that marionette? Don't you think the price of the spinning wheel is worth at least twice that of the puppet? I'd love to have it.
Yeah, I guess so. Boy, give that marionette to the man here. I'll make you a new one. Come on, boy. Let's gather up some wood for a new puppet.
And like, I don't think this gnome ever mentions the fact that he's missing a spinning wheel. Like, how the hell are you supposed to know? I guess, like you said, Guad, brute force. Like, and that's what I would do. If I didn't know the solution, I would click on every fucking thing in this inventory and click on that gnome, and eventually you would just get it right.
The small house is through a crudely constructed door.
But like, how would you guess that, like, oh, the gnome who's talking about puppets is he's missing a spinning wheel? The Leisure Suit Larry 3, if you don't pick up the pantyhose and you later have nothing to grip on the branch and fall to your death. Yeah, see? So Leisure Suit Larry is just as guilty.
My heart, you found it. I don't need this old thing anymore. Look at me, I'm a princess again. Herbert!
Alicia. Where have you been all this time, my love?
Oh, darling. Just take me home. I'll tell you on the way.
You found Rumpelstiltskin. Yeah, isn't Rumpelstiltskin in like King's Quest 2 or 3? And he's like...
Now, why would she toss aside this beautiful harp?
He's like extremely important.
I'll take it.
Puppets have strings, spinning wheels to make strings. Better than a bat deduction, yeah. Is that Brooklyn Nine-Nine where he does like the ridiculous deductions that make no like those? It's like a trope of like old crime shows and shit. Where they're like, wait a second, day as in Monday, as in the date of the time of year, month, monkey, throw, they throw poop. Poop equals fertilizer. That's how she killed him. He's buried in the fertilizer. Like, you know, like. Oh, shit, that's right. I need a fucking tambourine. How the hell do I get the tambourine? Wait. Do I have it in my inventory? No. I gotta talk to Jippo. Mystery of the Druids. Oh, I've seen Mandalore's video on Mystery of the Druids. That reminds me of the one game the adventure game that I never beat either. I think it's called Odyssey or Ulysses. Prince was just waiting around. Yeah, I know, eh? That's really great timing that as soon as I cured his missus, he's like, oh, hey, I was looking all over for you. Ah, there it is.
A tambourine lies on the ground near the abandoned gypsy encampment. Not seeing the tambourine's owner, Graham bends down and rescues it from the ground.
Rescues it, eh? Rumpy Foreskin is in King's Quest 2 and 1. His name is actually misspelled, making the puzzle to guess his name impossible. That's right. That's the first one, isn't it? You actually have to fucking physically type his name in to solve the puzzle. But it's like, yeah, what is it? It's either backwards or it's like, yeah, it's not spelled right or something. Leave that to Crispin, living next door to a dark forest. Because I know a lot of these King's Quest games, they have a lot of references to like nursery rhymes and fairy tales and stuff.
May I help you, sir? My golden needle! Wherever did you find it?
It was in a haystack by the country inn.
By the inn? Oh yes, I remember visiting there not long ago. Oh, vulgar man, that innkeeper. He has no scruples at all.
Well, I'm glad to see you've got your golden needle back. I wonder, could you possibly see fit to give me that wonderful cloak in exchange for it?
The cloak? Well, why not? It's yours, for the price of a golden needle.
Thank you, kind sir. I'm sure it will help me on my travel.
I'm sure it will. Good luck. Au revoir.
Batmobile shows up in King's Quest 2. I don't remember that. I think King's Quest 4 is the only one I've never actually beaten. So you can get stuck in Monkey Island 3 by not picking up a needle at the start since you need it for a compass later and can't go back to get it. Oh, really? I thought that Monkey Island was pretty foolproof. Waxworks. It's an old adventure / dungeon crawler, eh?
Come on in, look around. Let me know if you're interested in anything. Where did you get this wunderbar marionette? The craftsmanship is excellent.
Some seriously graphic death scenes, though.
I don't know if you'll believe me or not.
That'd be a problem for YouTube.
From a little gnome.
It shouldn't be a problem for
I
YouTube.
must have it. Can I buy it from you?
Actually, you may have it if you'll give me the sled in trade.
Why, of course. But I must tell you, I think I'm getting the better deal. I can always make another sled, but finding another marionette of this quality... Ich weiß nicht.
So, can I have the sled?
Yeah, take it, it's yours.
Thank you very much. I think I'll find this sled very useful.
Well, you enjoy it, and danke for the marionette.
Like, I don't monetize my streams, so I don't think the violence even matters. Should I monetize my streams? I don't like the streams are fine for like live, but like the VODs rarely get much more than a couple hundred views, so I can't imagine it being very profitable.
It's you again, is it? We still don't have any shoes for sale.
You just play it. A good reason to go back and play the game. I don't think I've ever played 3. I think I played Monkey Island 2.
What have we here? Mama, take those shoes from the young man. Let me see them. These are the finest pair of shoes I've ever seen. The leather is soft and pliable, yet sturdy. The craftsmanship of these shoes are superb. And Mama, look at the solid gold buckle. Why, I could retire from the sale of these shoes.
Then the shoes are yours. I don't think I could find a better use for them.
You are a godsend, young man. How can we ever repay you?
You don't need to repay me. Just knowing I helped you is enough for me.
Well, it ain't much, but it's all I've got to give. Here, take my cobbler's hammer. Perhaps you can find a use for it. Since I'll be retiring, I won't need it anymore. Thanks to you.
Why, thank you. A hammer could be very useful on my journey.
Can retire on one sale of shoes, eh?
Young man, we'll never forget this.
That's right, son. We'll finally be able to retire in comfort. You'll be in our hearts from now on. Come on, Mama, let's go home. Let's celebrate our good fortune.
Never left for English-speaking markets. Is it similar to this, but just European, is it?
Suddenly, frantic squeakings alert Graham to a mangy cat chasing a terrified rat.
He does look like a rifle, like you said before. Hey, Drewski. Doing all right there, buddy? How are you? By the way, Drewski, if you're keen on the RTS games like Godsworn, I played Godsworn with Daka last night. That's a damn good little game. It's not finished, but it's damn good. I recommend picking it up. Should probably save it. I haven't saved it in a while. And I actually don't really know if this game auto-saves properly.
Oh, I'll wait for you out here. I don't like that place.
It's a satirical point-and-click quest with boobs? Damn, that sounds like my dream game.
Gentlemen, please excuse me. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
This game was released in 1990? Really?
Diana's full, ain't
Hey, boss. This guy looks like a real troublemaker. What do you want me to do with him?
Rub him out.
Rub me off? What?
Struggle as he might, Graham could not escape his bonds.
So I needed to get the cobbler's hammer in order to knock the lock off the door after rescuing the rat by finding the boot in the desert. Of course, makes perfect fucking sense. Reload!
Graham stoops down and picks. Using the cobbler's hammer, Graham pounds on the rusty padlock until it breaks apart.
We gotta plan our next job, you guys. Hey! How did you get out of the cellar?
I like how he actually just sits there and waits for him to come kill you.
This time, rub 'em out for good.
That wasn't a very smart move.
Well, thank you, narrator.
Reaching into the open cupboard, Graham pulls out the savory leg of lamb.
You save the rat dice. Yeah, that I was telling earlier, Drewski, that's like the most infamous part of like...
Finding the kitchen door locked, Graham unlocks it before going outside.
One of the most infamous parts of all the King's Quest games is that goddamn rat quest. Padlock inside. Oh, hey, I never even thought of that. Yeah, let's lock him from the inside. Alright, I think I can move on to the next zone now. What? Bruh, I told you to go... Ugh. You know, I'll go up instead. I never played this, but you saw a YouTube video talking about how bullshit that specific quest is. Yeah, absolutely. You need to find a boot, which is in a desert, which is... Let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 11, like a grid of 11 by infinite. Actually, it is infinite, but like if you the farthest thing is 11 by 8, and you have to find a boot that's like completely hidden in the middle of the desert without dying, and then you have to throw the boot in a time. Like, if you don't throw that boot when I threw it, like, the rat was going to get caught by the cat, and then you can't progress the game. Like, it's fucking absurd. And then a tambourine will scare away the snake, of course. How they put the lock and still got out, yeah.
Begone, you slithery varmint! Scat!
That easy. It makes you feel like you could just walk around this rock and go up. Have you seen the Worthy Kids animation on YouTube called Free Apple based on games like this? It's pretty great. I'll post in Discord. I've never heard of that.
A few hours later.
All right, we're in the past the halfway part now.
Graham begins to shiver at the sudden drop in temperature.
I want to see what it looks like when I die of cold. I think I turn blue if I don't fall off.
No, stay away from the edge!
Uh-oh, that last step was a doozy. Graham. Well, Graham, how does it feel to be a popsicle?
I feel like... Oh, shit. I feel like he said that as if it was a pun, but I don't get it. How does it feel to be a popsicle?
Graham dons his warm cloak for protection against the freezing mountain air.
Justin McElroy? I'm afraid I don't think I know who that is. Who is he? Well, that's an email. Now this is a trap too, because you're like, oh, a branch. Just throw the rope in there.
Oh, be careful, Graham!
Hell of a throw, by the way.
Thanks for playing King's Quest V.
Wow, nothing clever about that one. He's literally just like, you're dead. Have a good day. Imagine that as like, it sounds like it's permanent. Like, you're dead.
Graham notices his stomach beginning to rumble with hunger from the exertion of the mountain climb.
Thanks for playing King's Quest V. You're done. You can't play the game anymore. And then your
Graham
CD
finds
just
the
like
leg of
catches
lamb
fire.
a bit tough, but tasty enough. Filling up quickly, he saves the other half for later.
Oh, be careful, Graham.
Is this a series famous ladder thing where you need to click the real accurate to step by step? Yes. King's Quest VI. You need the instruction manual first of all to well, actually right here is another one. You need the instruction manual. Oh, I thought I had to pick the rope back up. I guess I don't need the rope anymore. Yeah, in King's Quest VI, there's like a 10-screen friggin' stone ladder that you need a specific like password that you get in the manual, and there's an anti-piracy thing. If you pirated the game, it would like give you enough steps where you would purposely die no matter what you did. So it's just like a kind of a trolly way to punish you for that.
No, stay away from the...
So I think I need to use my hand. Yes, instead of the foot.
Ooh, do be careful, Graham.
You need to use your hand on these steps, and I think some of the I think these two steps, or at least this one, is a trap. Yeah. Uh-oh. Now imagine this game had loading screens. I think this one's a trap too, but I'm going to do it anyways. Yeah. He's one of the McElroy brothers from My Brother and Me, a silly podcast. They made the Adventure Zone podcast. Never heard of either of those. I don't really listen to a lot of podcasts. Maybe I should. They sound up my alley. Cedric? Same thing when his castle got taken. Graham's reaction was like, what? He was like the Mark Wahlberg from The Happening. What? No. Where's my castle? Oh, no. I love the anti-piracy measures devs put into games. Generally pro-piracy, but they come up with some funny creative. Yeah, especially back in the 90s too, eh? I never would have thought that piracy was that bad back then without like torrents and downloads and shit. I'm pro-piracy too, but yeah, what are some funny examples of anti-piracy?
The broken sled is now no good to anybody.
And that's the thing too, like everything I use either breaks on use or, you know what I mean? And like luckily with this game that Lord of the Clans didn't have was that once your item has no more uses, it's gone from your inventory for the most part. Everything else you like use all of these. It's really good balance of like items being useful in the early game and the late game.
What's wrong, Mr. Eagle?
I'm so weak from hunger. I haven't been able to catch any food for days. I can barely fly anymore.
I'd like to help you. Let me see what I can do.
Thank you. I need food.
And that's the other trap too. So like at one point the narrator goes, Graham is getting hungry, and you have a leg of lamb or a pie. And if you eat, you can eat half the pie, but you need this pie to kill the Yeti later on. So it's like, oh, I have 2 pieces of food. Obviously a pie seems more disposable than a goddamn leg of lamb, but whatever.
Here, take this. Perhaps it will help you.
Sextress, had you answer old people questions? Critical Role. Oh yeah, my buddy Jerry loves Critical Role. CNC, everything dies a few seconds into the game.
You are a kind man to share your meager food with a poor bird, especially up here in these snowy mountains.
Well, I couldn't just stand there and let you starve to death. What kind of person would I be?
You have shown yourself to be a kind, compassionate man, and I will not forget what you did for me. Goodbye, dear friend.
So yeah, CNC, just all your units die when you start the game. That's kind of funny. But how would they know that your game's pirated? That's... Yeah. I know you had like serial keys and everything, but how would you get past the installation without using a serial key? I think there was a Serious Sam game where they included a vulnerable scorpion boss that chased you all around the game. You can still play it and make it super hard. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. I think there's other games that have done that too, where they have like an invulnerable monster that just kills you. Piracy was rampant back then. There were
Admira 264 Carl wear face cam.
Is that my boy Spicy? I'm recording for footage there, Spicy, so no face cam. There you go. There were shows on the radio where you could copy a game onto cassette? What? That's sick. There's an indie game dev where you literally develop games, but if you pirate it, all your games fail due to piracy. There's a game from a few years ago called Game Dev Tycoon, if you're playing the pirate version. Oh, yeah, you and Drewski are thinking of the same thing. All the modern anti-piracy measures just make me want the cracked versions rather than the official ones. Well, like, I'm 100% pro-piracy for abandonware, too. Like, if you can't legally buy the game, then you should be allowed to pirate it, you know? So Sim 3 had the Immortal Scorpion. I think that's what a lot of them did. Was released of broken versions on torrent sites so people accidentally and then you could catch them.
I am Queen Isabella, and you have entered my domain now. I command you to kneel before me. Since both you and your friend over there have so thoughtlessly invaded my territory without my permission or knowledge,
I thought she said fuck.
You shall both be put to death. Take him away, my pet.
I know what to do, but I want to see what happens when I get eaten by the wolf.
Poor Graham. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there.
Oh, I was expecting more.
Warning, this cartoon contains...
Wait, my pet.
I guess, yeah, for the rentals. I'm sure if you're savvy, you could probably, like, rip the game if you rented them. Yeah, what are modern anti-piracy measures?
That was very lovely music. I've never heard anything quite that beautiful before.
Damn, girl.
I think I felt my heart melting. Just a little bit. Just enough, that is, to allow you a chance for your freedom. A vicious Yeti has entered the area and taken up residence in my prized crystal cave. So far, I have been unable to extricate him from either the cave or my territory. If you can rid me of the Yeti, I will release both you and your owl friend, and you two can continue on your journey on
I guess DRM, yeah, makes sense.
You may rise now. I wish you luck in defeating the Yeti. If you succeed, you will have my undying gratitude. Go with him, Sir Grey Wolf. Show him the way to the Crystal Cave. You may go now. Sir Grey Wolf will lead the way.
I'd make something else, and you melt there, you know what I'm saying? Ha ha! She has a real queen, evil queen of the original Snow White vibes with that shawl around her neck. It should just be meat spin. Every anti-piracy thing, it should just be like some dude with his dick out, come up on your screen just to troll you. I'm trying to play Fortnite. Ah, fuck. And then your parents see you, and then you go to fat camp or whatever.
Cave. There you will find the Yeti.
Hey, it's an orc.
As the huge wolf keeps a sharp eye on Graham, there is little he can do to escape his unfair and dangerous sentence.
Sir Wolf, I don't know how you expect me to conquer a Yeti. Why, he's got to be at least twice as big as me, and much, much more powerful. What do you expect me to do?
That is your problem, not mine. It has been decreed by Queen Isabella, and I must carry out her wishes. Now, no more talking. Go to the Crystal Cave.
Hitman, a single player game, kick me because, man, oh my god, I know what you mean. Single player game, yeah. Even friggin' Netflix, man, for my flight to Newfoundland, I downloaded like 4 episodes of Mindhunters, and so you could play it, you could watch it offline, but then it kept kicking me out of the screen, or kicking me out of the film or the TV to ask me to log in, and I couldn't log in without an internet connection. So I was like, what the fuck, man? I'm trying to... and even, what game was I playing? Was it Ghost Recon Wildlands or something? You can play single player, but you still have to like search matchmaking just to play by yourself. And I'm like, why am I sitting here in a queue? I should be able to just launch the game and load my save. I don't want to play with people. I have playing with people turned off, but it's still like searching for party or whatever. It was ridiculous. The wolf voice act, yeah, it's very Warcraft 1 Orcs. Now this Yeti used to scare the shit out of me. Like this would be the part of the game that I hated, because first of all, it was a timing based quest, so it'd freak me out because you'd have to react quick enough. And the Yeti was just scary, dude. Same thing with this little blue demon in Mordak's castle.
What an abominable situation Graham has found himself in.
Oh yeah, hammer, or sorry, throw a pie at the Yeti. That's how you do it.
Brilliant crystals flashing and sparkling and reflecting off the numerous waterfalls caused Graham to gaze in awe and wonderment at the dazzling spectacle before him. So very gently, Graham hits the beautiful crystal several times with his hammer until it breaks loose in one piece. He then carefully places it among his other possessions.
The only online perk is being up to date with patches. Yeah, I like that too, being up to date with patches and stuff. Although, yeah, some patches can fuck your game up. You're against piracy? I think it's basically sugar-coated thievery. People do the work, and not to pay for it is a bit of a disgrace in my option. Well, that's why I say with Abandonware, it should at least be piratable. I haven't pirated anything other than Abandonware in a long time. I used to pirate a lot of shit. I'm trying to think of the newest game that I actually pirated back in the day. It had a DRM, so you had to like always make sure to turn off your internet when you launched it. I think it was an Ubisoft game of something. Reforged, yeah, that was a bad one. Like, yeah, you'd be in the middle of a mission in Warcraft Reforged, and then you'd just get booted back to the fucking main menu because your connection would break out.
I see that the Yeti is dead. Queen Isabella will be pleased. Come, follow me.
Warning, this cartoon contains material.
But I guess, yeah, there's not been any, like, brand new games where I've been so hyped and not able to buy that have, I don't even know how to pirate anymore. Because before, you just get, like, a crack, and then you put it in, and you get a serial key generator.
Ah, good. You have returned in victory, I presume.
Yes, Your Majesty. The Yeti is dead. He will no longer be a scourge upon your realm. Are my friend and I free to go now?
Yes. I keep my promises. I want to thank you for ridding my mountain domain of the horrible Yeti. Please rise, King Graham. Yes, I know who you are, and I have been informed of your quest. I do wish you luck against the wizard Mordak.
Who the hell told her about my quest? Dying Light 1 had a
You
geek
too may
patch.
go.
Added ads?
We
Ew.
wish you well on your difficult journey. Sir Grey Wolf will show you the way out of the mountain.
Yeah, I guess you could say, yeah, I agree, Drewski. Once I got Steam. Although, I think I did pirate something that needed Steam to launch. Fuck, what was it? It's been over, like, 10 years. Like, I haven't pirated anything in a long... other than Abandonware in a long time. I pirated a lot in, like, 2008, 2009, because that's when I was trying to get, like, Nox and shit, and I just didn't know how to get it. I never was able to pirate any multiplayer games, obviously. It must have been something single player. You're hitting up Baldur's Gate 3. All right there, Daka. Have a good one, buddy. Wolfenstein New Order, eh? You know what? Mine's the game I'm thinking of. It sounds like it was a similar type of game.
Graham's duties done. The large gray wolf now.
Oh, frig. Let's just save it up.
Ooh, if you're going back to the dreaded Yeti cave, I'll wait here.
Oh, is this not... My friend gifted me Monster Hunter Worlds. After 3 hours of fumbling with it, I found out my computer was not compatible, and I missed out the window to return it. Oh, that sucks.
Uh-oh. That last...
Come on, Graham. What are you doing, bud? So you have to babysit him the entire time.
Graham, watch out!
Look at his eyes. The Indiana Jones games. Those are the other games that were really good. LucasArts. I like how there's like a little village here, but you never see this place. Yes, my allergies are kicking off there, Bolvrin. My God, I sneeze like 30 times a day. June is a rough month, or June and early July. My eyes get really itchy. Oh shit, that's right. I'm supposed to be doing something. Let's see what I know. I kind of want to see what the bird does when he eats me, though.
Hang on, I'll get you out of this.
Oh, shit. Oh, I'm super fucked. I gotta reload. I didn't pick up the thing.
Oh, Graham, where have you been? I've been looking all over for you.
You'd never believe it, Cedric. You'd never believe it.
Couldn't afford it. Your dad learned how to pirate? My dad learned how to pirate movies, and man, oh man, he went nuts. He pirated so many movies, like good, bad, not real movies, everything.
Graham rescues a lovely golden locket from the leafy clutches of the rock's nest.
Oh, it's a rock.
Nice birdie.
If it's a game
Good
I've been
birdie.
anticipating, I'd be buying it without
Goosey, goosey,
pirating.
goo.
Even if the game was on the fence, I'm absolutely pirating it. Let's see if I want it.
Hang on, I'll get you out of this.
Yeah, like I haven't had a need to pirate any, like, you know, like there's never been a game that's been so I've been so curious about that I wouldn't be willing to spend the $60 on, I guess. Yeah, pollen. I think it's pollen. I've never actually been given the actual diagnosis.
Ooh,
But it's always the same.
You'd
It's always the same time and the same. Yeah, so it's like the same things, like my eyes and my nose, and it's always at the same time of every year.
Look, Graham, there's a boat here. Maybe we can use it.
Supposed to plug a hole because I just want to see me die.
Come on, Cedric, get in the boat.
Aye, aye, Captain. Watch out, there's a hole in the boat.
Help! Help!
Thanks for playing King's Quest. Graham pounds on the door, but he finds it bolted from the inside. He can, however, hear activity within.
Who are you? And what are you doing on my beach?
I'm King Graham of Daventry, and I'm on a journey to find the wizard Mordak's island. But I seem to be stuck. I don't know where to go from here.
Hey, what's that you say?
Oh, I must have missed it.
An old cast-off sailboat sits forlornly on the narrow sandy beach.
So you use the pirating as a almost like a demo or the trial period.
Firmly, Graham wedges the softened piece of beeswax into the small hole in the boat's hull. Hopefully, the wax will hold and make her seaworthy.
Come on, Cedric, get in the boat.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Another maze, and I think there is there's a sea monster that'll eat you. I do not remember where to find the island, because I think the shell, you get a conch shell on the island. Like harpies or something.
Graham, watch out!
That was a nasty sea creature.
There it is.
Look, Graham. Ooh, an island. Perhaps we should explore it.
Yes, I think we should, Cedric.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah, the devs would get paid regardless, would they not? The only people suffering from that is the CEOs, whatever, who take the bonuses off the top.
Where did you find him, Manada? We found him on the beach. Isn't he luscious? I don't know. He doesn't look like my type. What do you think, Krulina?
But I guess like poor sales would result in like the company maybe going under.
I like my meals to be young and tender. Don't be so picky.
Because if the game bombs, then the studio won't get any more jobs, maybe. Okay, actually, legit, I forget. I think it's the harp, is it?
Yes, you did. I saw you steal a man off a raft just last week. What's he doing? What's that thing? I don't know, but I want it. Hey, that's not fair! Come on, get her, girl! Get her!
Graham quickly bends down and rescues the fishhook from the ground. Poor Cedric. Having been seriously wounded by the vicious harpies, he now lies moaning and in pain upon the sandy path.
Graham! Help me!
Well, sometimes you still get bonuses based on sales. Sometimes
Cedric,
we'll get a sequel
where
if
do
it's
you
been
hurt?
heavily pirated. Oh yeah, you work with devs too, don't you, Voltage? So you would know. I've seen a lot of colleagues lose their jobs because of it. Nothing ever hits the CEOs or shareholders in the pocket. They'll cut jobs to protect profits. Yeah, I guess that's the negative about, you know.
Graham bends over and picks up the beautifully colored shell.
What would you call it? Capitalism? The rich boys at the top will never be hit because they'll be able to just protect themselves using the resources they have. But the bottom line always is the one that suffers. Guess it depends on the studio and what jobs for the studio, you know.
You still here?
Please help me. I need your help.
I can't hear you. Can't understand a thing you said. Gotta speak up, boy. Now get out of here. What's this? Now what were you wanting?
My owl friend is hurt. He was wounded by the harpies.
Wounded by the harpies, did you say? We'll bring him on into the house. I'll fix him right up. Good as new. Lay him on the bed there. These poultices should fix the little feller up good as new.
Ooh, I'm feeling better already. Tell me, what was in those poultices? My employer would be very interested in them.
Hey, what was that?
I said, what was in those poultices? My employer would be interested in them.
Gifts from the sea, lad. Gifts from the sea. Ain't nothing special. You just gotta know how to use them. I don't think you'd find them particularly interesting. Now, son, what was it you were trying to tell me before?
I was trying to find out where the wizard Mordak's island is. He kidnapped my family and is holding them hostage there. I must get to them before it's too late.
Oh, I'm right sorry to hear about that. He's a nasty one, that Mordak. I wouldn't want to tangle with him. I tried to talk you out of going there, except I can see you can't leave your poor defenseless family unaided. I can enlist someone who can lead you straight to his island. Follow me outside.
Both been laid off. Yeah, I'm in the world that I'm trying to enter with acting and voice acting and stuff. I can imagine having a lot of inconsistencies in the job, being volatile, you know.
Pearl, this man needs your help. He needs you to lead him to Mordak's island. It's a real emergency. Mordak's holding his family hostage. Pearl can't speak human talk, but she's agreed to help you. Just get on into your boat and follow her.
Cedric and I want to thank you for all your help, Mr.
Don't worry about who I am. You just get on over to that there island and take care of your family.
Aye, aye, sir. We're off. Come on, Cedric.
That's one positive about the military, I can say. At least the Canadian military is that you can't get fired. You can't get laid off. If anything, you can't quit. The way I got out was the end of contract, so they had no choice. But if I was to just like apply to quit, they can literally say, no, you can't quit. Fuck you. .3D failed. They're going back to 2D. Oh, that sucks. But they're not going to hire you back, I bet you. I want to hire cheaper interns. Yeah, I feel you there.
Oh no! Watch out for the rocks, Graham!
Brace yourself, Cedric!
How would you need directions to this place? Look how horrible it is. Like it looks in the distance.
Help me, I'm caught! Oh, help!
Yes. Oh yeah, they do have rations.
Are you all right, Cedric?
Well, let me see.
Because yeah, I mean, when I was working at
I'm fine, Graham. Just a bit ruffled is all.
when I was on ship, like even day to day when you weren't at sea, you would get breakfast, lunch, and sometimes dinner for free, and soup every day at 10 o'clock. So that's like you didn't have to pay for half your meals.
Ugh, a dead fish. Well, maybe I can use it.
Oh, I hate to say this, Graham, but I don't like this place at all.
I know what you mean, Cedric.
Unfortunately, nothing can be done about the wrecked boat. It appears that Graham and Cedric are stuck here.
Oh, I don't like this place. It's creepy.
Peter Molyneux, yeah. The most full of shit guy in the world.
Too bad. It looks like the eyes have it.
You got a bail, Arcade? All right, buddy. We're almost done. We're probably like 15 minutes from being done. He was a hype man, yeah. I think I could appreciate his vision. Like he was really excited and passionate.
Well, it
But-
looks like there's no way in. Let's turn back.
But he also
Come
didn't he also
on,
admit
Cedric.
didn't he also admit that he knew he was good at hyping people up and he wouldn't be able to deliver he used it to like sell some of his game ideas or whatever. Remember, what was that thing that he did? The cube? Was it the cube? Where like everyone tapped on the cube, and then like whoever got to the center would win like this insane prize, and it turns out they
I'll figure this out.
The dude who won like a tour of the office and like barely any I think he was wasn't he supposed to win like a percentage of the stock in like one of their game, or like the profits of their next game, and it turns out they just make some crappy mobile game, and it didn't even like release or something. I forget. I watched a little documentary on it. It was pretty fucking fascinating. You shed your own cowardly owl? Yeah, I would like an owl with a vest and a monocle, but I would like an owl that's not whose voice isn't as grating.
Oh, you're crazy to go down into that dark hole. You don't know what's down there.
Well, do you have any better ideas?
No, mind if I wait for you here?
No, that's a good idea, Cedric. You be the lookout out here.
Yes. I'll be the lookout. Ooh, be careful, Graham.
He's been like the most useless shit this entire game too. He doesn't give you any hints. And okay, fuck. So here we go. This is I'm getting a map for this. I'm not even gonna bother figuring this out because this maze is so ridiculous. And I think I need to pause because I think you can get killed here. Okay. Yes. Let's come back. This maze is absurd. It's the most complex piece of shit. King's Quest 5 maze. The Maze of Mordak. Oh, is it a map? Oh, give me a map, baby. Can't zoom in. Is the hole where you start? Okay, we start under the hole square. The exit is the door in the top right middle. However, we first need to visit a dink. So we need to find Dink. So, according to this map, so the way you start in this area, you're here and you have a left and a forward, but you're supposed to go backwards. Like, you're not supposed to go forward or left. It's a trick, as you can see in this map. You start, like, right here, and it faces you this way, but you have to go down. So we need to visit. Okay, so we're there. Left. Forward. Left. Right. Left.
A huge beast, sporting a fluffy topknot, bound in a crude hairpin on top of his head, skulks in one dark corner of the labyrinth.
So this is Dink. And Dink likes to give hugs.
Shouldn't play around with Dink, Graham.
I guess you stole telling you stole the castle is a good hint, though. Yeah, Cedric is absolutely worthless. Like, you should, in theory, if you're stuck, you should be like, Cedric, what do you think? And he could be like, who? It feels like you need something to scare the snake. Maybe an instrument of some kind. You know what I mean? Forgot my camera's on. So, Dinky Doodle wants to play with a tambourine.
Graham reaches down and grabs the hairpin off the labyrinth floor.
Oh my god. Okay.
Graham tries to open the wooden door, but to no avail.
Like his
as
head's
it's
on
securely
backwards.
Locked. Graham inserts the hairpin into the door's large keyhole and discovers, to his amazement, that it fits perfectly. Turning it ever so gently, he soon hears a soft click, and the door is unlocked. Inside the cupboard, Graham's eyes fall upon a bag of dried peas. Reaching into the open cupboard, Graham retrieves the bag of dried peas.
Don't come near me! Leave me alone!
I would never hurt you. I'd like to help you.
I don't believe you! You're probably one of them!
I'm not. Believe me.
Just go away! Please! I don't want to talk to you anymore!
Warning,
Ryber, would you
this
agree?
cartoon contains...
Wherever did you find my gold locket? I thought it was gone for good. I lost it on the island just after I was brought here by Mordak.
You wouldn't believe me even if I told you. But tell me, who are you, and how did you come to be here?
My name is Princess Cassima, from the Kingdom of the Green Isles. My father, the king, employs a horrible wazir who befriended Mordak. When Mordak saw me, he immediately wished to marry me and bring me here. Naturally, I refused, and my father agreed with me. But our refusal angered him so much that he stole me here anyway and put me to work as a scullery girl. He says he will never let me go, that a scullery girl I will remain until I agree to marry him. But the thought revolts me. What am I to do?
Don't worry, I'm here to save my family from the evil wizard. He's got them here someplace, imprisoned inside a glass bottle. If I can manage to rescue them, then of course I wouldn't forget you either.
I know the glass bottle you're talking about. It's in Mordak's laboratory upstairs.
Keep quiet about my presence. I think this will be the most difficult part of my journey. I may not survive it.
I would never give you away, and I will help you in any way I can, kind sir.
Yeah, because she's like the main objective of King's Quest VI. You play as your son to rescue her because he sees her in a vision or whatever. But so it's kind of cool to introduce her in this game. But yeah, I guess like the story is kind of, it's like she mentions the vizier, who is like a little evil dickhead, and his genie buddy. But they mentioned Mordak. I can't remember in King's Quest VI if they actually mentioned Mordak or anything either. But it's kind of interesting how all the games are somewhat connected to an extent. Now this shit gets fucking silly. Like, there's this little blue demon thing that scared the shit out of me as a kid, and you're supposed to get caught one time by him so she can rescue you, so you can get a fucking piece of cheese so you can break the evil machine at the end of the game.
Graham watches in horrified fascination as the grotesque organ begins to magically play an eerie tune.
As if he's here,
All by
if not evil.
itself.
Yeah, exactly. Because this blue monster comes out randomly in any of these rooms, and it always would scare the shit out of me when he would come. Because he's another example, you need to act fast to like get away from him.
Goodbye, King Graham of Daventry.
Or I guess he shows up. He's force choking me.
shows no mercy.
I think it's like RNG, whether or not the monster finds you, or his cat, or Mordak's cat, or Mordak himself. But I think if I go over here, there's a chance he comes out of this door.
The black cat eyes Graham suspiciously.
You! How did you get here?
I have journeyed far, over land and sea.
Never mind. Your journey is now over.
Goodbye.
Ugh. The one time I need the blue dickhead to show up.
Poor Graham.
I guess this game does still keep random crap in your inventory that you don't need. Like, I would prefer it if, like, since using that key, be like, oh, there's no more need for this key, and then you just, like, leave it in the lock or whatever. Because then that'd be, if you've never played this before, you could be sitting there just, like, clicking, like, oh, I have this key, I don't know what the fuck I do with this key. Like that goddamn thingamajig from Lord of the Clans, that weird, like, screw on a pipe thing. Like, you use it once at the early game, and then it just sticks in your inventory, and it's like a tool that looks like it could be useful for so many things. Oh my god, dude.
Goodbye, King Graham of Daventry.
Where's the blue dickhead?
Poor Graham.
Poor Graham. Fuck off.
Goodbye, King Graham of Daventry.
So yeah, you either get Mordak or his
Poor
cat,
Graham.
or this blue demon thing that picks you up and brings you to prison. And it's never taken me this long to get the blue demon thing. Sometimes he literally comes right here and he just like kills you like right away, or he captures you right away. You have to get caught. You have to encounter him twice. You have to encounter him once, get caught, encounter him again, throw the bag of peas so he falls down, and then use the bag from the peas to fucking wrap up the cat. There he is. That looks like a Protoss. Yeah, he's completely random.
Graham can see a small, moldy piece of cheese just inside the mouse hole. There, got it. The fishhook did the trick in retrieving the piece of cheese from the mouse hole.
This was in SQ's Top 10 Dick Moves compilation. I gotta check out this SQ, this Space Quest guy. Sounds like some fun videos.
Hello.
What? Oh, Princess Cosima, where did you come from?
From the labyrinth. I spend a lot of time down here, you know, with my friends.
Friends?
Yes, like Dink and Sam. I don't know if you ever saw Sam or not. Anyway, I found this loose stone once that led here, to this cell. Now come on, you'd better get out of here.
Yeah, who's Sam? She would hang out with Dink. Yeah, good luck maneuvering around this friggin' place without a guide. Because there's a lot of like cool dev even videos or YouTubers and podcasts. Like the guy who was a Warcraft 3 map maker has some cool like interviews and stuff. And I think like a guy called Metal Jesus Rocks who collects like old PC games and stuff. He has a fun video where him and his buddy talk about when they worked at Sierra and all that kind of shit, which is pretty sweet.
By the way, who are you?
I'm King Graham of Daventry.
I think I know where that is. It's very far from my home, though.
Don't worry. Somehow, I'll get you home again. But first, I've got to save my family.
Yes, well, I'll stand by you, King Graham. I'll help if I can.
Thanks. I may need it.
Well, I'd better get back to work. And you should keep out of sight.
Aye, aye, m'lady.
Aye, aye, my lady. Alright, so I need the blue demon one more time. You see the cat, you just gotta bail, because if he talks to you, then he'll summon Mordak. Ugh.
Goodbye.
I wish I could just skip this part.
Graham.
I'm having really bad luck with this RNG heal. Every other time I play, the demon comes out every fucking 10 seconds. And even after you knock him out with the peas, there's still a chance that he'll get back up and come after you again. But usually once you knock him out with peas, you just go upstairs and you don't have to deal with him. Come and get me, motherfucker! Odd, bro. Oh. Come on, man, kill me.
Poor Graham.
Poor Graham, poor Graham, poor. I'm gonna check out speedruns on this after too. They were at the last couple of GDQs actually. Quest for Glory and King's. There he is. You know what? Let's save it. Now we can finish the game. Yeah, mazes and RNG, and then time-based quests. Now this is funny here. So like
you, how did you get?
I have journeyed far.
Huh? You're supposed to be able to put them in the sack. Look, see, he literally just got up. I just peed him.
This looks interesting. Graham wonders what the symbols mean.
He does have a vague resemblance to a mouse when you face
None
his
of these
face, or when he faces the
Since
screen.
since
Operation Stealth combines all three in an RNG time-based maze. Yeah, I think Yahtzee gave up and just hacked that part. Now, usually I think I'm supposed to put the cat in the sack, but I'm wondering if I need to for this next part. Ugh.
Many books and scrolls line the shelves of Mordak's library. As Graham looks them over, however, he finds them mostly unintelligible.
Guru Studios in downtown Toronto has a new show in production. Oh, yeah. What's Guru Studios? I'll look into that after. Ooh.
Mordak lies asleep on his huge, horrendous bed.
This Riddler Graham never knew how to read. You know what, for points, let's fucking find the cat. He might actually be in here. Because you're actually able to, like, you should have been able to bag the cat in Mordak's room, and then he, like, still spawns in and goes to bed. 2D children's animation? They're doing Paw Patrol stuff. Hey there, SKL, what's going on, dude? Alright, well, I guess no cat either. Alright, let's just wrap this up then. So yeah, there's no use for this thing anymore. There's no use for this bag. Your hammer is useless. I think the crystals... Actually, you might need the crystal. Oh, that's what... Okay, I'm dumb. I forgot about that. Okay. You throw the fish at the cat to distract the cat, and then you bag him. That's what you do. Because there's actually... Is it here? Yeah, there's like there's a score screen. So there's like some optional shit that you can do. Or like for example, when I gave the needle to the bandit or the gypsy, you still complete the quest, but it doesn't complete the way the game wants it to. So you don't get full points. Huh. Maybe when Mordak goes to bed, there's no cat anymore. Or Binky, whatever the fuck that thing is. Is this the other adventure game that you mentioned with Warcraft 3, the one with the silly deaths? Oh yeah, oh yeah. All the King's Quest games have really silly deaths and like a really little punny remark at the end. So, how do we turn this machine on, you wonder? I hear you asking me. Well, moldy cheese, of course.
Graham tosses the moldy cheese into the machine's bubbling liquid.
One would think the hammer would be perfectly fine getting rid of Sleeping Wizard. That's true, but I think he needs the wizard to bring his family back to normal size because they're shrunk. So killing him might not be the best idea.
Mordak's wand now barely glows, Perhaps its power has weakened while Crispin's old wand now appears completely energized.
What's going on here? I'll take care of you, you swine.
Also, his brother, the cat,
Graham, I've heard from Crispin.
is the wizard from the fourth game, I believe.
What the? What have you done to my wand? You think you can outwit me, little man? Ha! Let
Smack him
me
right in
show
the
you
nuts.
a thing or two. Why, you little... You think you're so smart, don't you? Well, I've got you now.
It's either the third or the fourth game. I think it's the fourth one.
Say goodbye, swine.
It's very Sword in the Stone, this, including the wizard and the owl, but like this, the ending with Madam Mim.
So, it's the way you want to play.
Fourth is where the sister goes to the island, look for the magical fruit. Oh, maybe I haven't played that one at all then. Maybe it's the third one I'm thinking. The third one is the one with like the time, right? And you have to like cook the wizard dinner and shit.
Warning. This cartoon contains material that may be necessary for information or
That's
clues
wrong,
to
because this
complete
is the last
game.
cutscene. Ah! Fucking knees.
Now why won't you work? Oh, Princess Cosima. Well, I did it. Mordak is dead.
Dead? Are you sure? Maybe he's only trying to trick you.
He's dead, all right. He turned himself into a fire, and I put him out with rainwater. He'll never bother anyone else ever again. But now I have a bigger problem.
That's
I don't
hearsay.
know what to do about my family or my castle. I don't know how to turn them back to normal.
After all you've been through, there must be a way.
The booby mod does make sense now, yeah. I was gonna say, what? There's no boobs in
Crispin!
the one I was thinking
I
of.
have the solution to all your problems, Graham. While you and Cedric were gone, I did some asking around, and I found out that your son, Alexander, had the dubious distinction, if you may, of turning Mordak's brother, Mananan, into a cat some time back. Obviously, this deed angered Mordak, who could do nothing about it, since this particular spell could only be undone by the actual perpetrator, your son. It doesn't take a great genius to figure out that Mordak took your family and castle in revenge to try to persuade Alexander to restore Manannan back to his old self. I did discover, as now I see, that your castle and family were miniaturized and imprisoned inside a glass bottle. I did some research and found the spell for turning everything back to normal. Now watch. Hocus Pocus Aliokus.
Valanies, my children, my joy knows no limits.
Oh, Father, I'm so glad you're here.
Oh, Princess Cosima, how could I forget you? Come over here. Let me introduce you to my family. This is my wife, Queen Valanice, my daughter, Princess Rosella, and my son, Prince Alexander, who started this whole mess. All of you, this is Princess Cosima from the land of the Green Isles. Without her, none of us would be standing here now. She bravely saved my life.
My lady, I am deeply in your debt, and I will make it up to you. With your permission, I'd like to travel to the land of the Green Isles to see you.
All right, now that we've done with all the formalities,
Oh, works
let's
fast.
get on with business, shall we? Higgledy, higgledy, pooh! Be assured that your castle is right back where it belongs, and the right size too. But now it's time that everyone returns to their homes, with my help, of course. Alakazam, Alakazoo, Alakaz.
Wait, what about Cedric?
Where is Cedric?
He's
Over there.
fucking dying
Mordak
over there
may
in
have
the
killed him. Is there anything you can do about it?
Yeah, how's this
Let me
Alexander's fault?
think. Ah, yes. I think I know. Abracabara? No, Abracadora? Now what is that confounded word? Oh, yes! Abracadabra!
Oh, Crispin!
Cedric, it sure is good to see you again.
Oh, likewise, I'm sure.
All right, enough is enough. Let's get on with it. Okay, Cosima, let's send you home first. Wasn't that the land of the Green Isles?
Yes, that's right. I can't wait to see my parents again. Goodbye, Alexander. Perhaps we'll meet again.
You can be sure of that, my lady.
Before you send us all home, Crispin, I just want to thank you for all your help. And you too, Cedric. I wouldn't be standing here with my family without you two. I'm deeply...
Bullshit.
deeply
That owl did fuck
All
all.
in a day's work, my boy. All in a day's work, right, Cedric?
Right, Crispin.
Okay, back home you go. Alakazam. Alakazoo. Alakazee.
We know how many licks it takes to get us. It's funny that you said that, Drewski, because one of my assignments for voice acting was to literally do that commercial for how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop.
Well, there she is. Our happy home. And we're all safe and sound once more.
He was the real antagonist. He was Mordak the entire time.
Yes, less.
He's always warning us not to step into the water, because every body of water in this game you drown. Ah! Fuck. I almost got a perfect score. Hang on. Kind of want to get that perfect score now. All I have to do is find that fucking cat and throw the goddamn fish at him. I can't even skip this. You don't get anything, I don't think, for... Do you get anything for getting a perfect score? I actually don't remember. Yeah, because you throw the fish, and then you bag the cats. That's 2 points right there. But yeah, there's King's Quest V. You can get the whole package of all the King's Quests in for like $5 on Steam. I'm playing on Good Old Games. I have them on both because I love the game so much that I bought them both times. And there is VGA, it's called. I can't remember what it stands for. But there are... Oh, it's got all the... Hey, Roberta Williams actually voiced the woman in town. VGA. Sorry, yeah, they've... Because the first couple of King's Quest games are like 80s, so they look like garbage. But VGA, some group of dudes, remade them like this game. Like, it looks like this game, but it's King's Quest 1, 2, and 3. And I don't know if they've done 4, if it needs to be done. But they're free, and you can just download them off the internet. So if you want to play the earlier ones, that's what I was playing King's Quest 3 on that on the VGA version, and it makes the game infinitely funner because it looks like this. So you get like the charming special effects and graphics and special effects. You know what I mean? The charming graphics and pixels and sprites and stuff. And Space Quest 2 at one point was kissing an alien you're supposed to kill. The score was more just a completionist track. Oh, yeah. This is time before the internet. What's next? Well, I got those... So there's two things. So I'm scripting the video for Lord of the Clans. That's why I'm doing this stream right now. I do want to stream a variety. Maybe, I want to do a video on, I've played 5 forgotten RTS games, and here's what I thought. So that means I should re-stream a few games that I have in my abandonware list. But I also want to stream Mysteries of Kyrandia, which is this King's Quest made by Westwood Studios. You only had one QA tester? Explains a thing or two. True. The game, for the most part, functions perfectly fine. That must be the easiest testing job ever. Okay, Phil, you're gonna kill yourself as much times as you can. All right. Because they didn't give a shit about soft locks or any kind of game-breaking bugs. Is the oh, there we go. Okay, let's see if I can find that cat. Let's get that 260 points, bud. Let's go for it. Gotta find the kitty. He's right on the stairs too. I don't think he follows you though. This is before the time when people would follow you from screen to screen. There he is, you little shit. When we'll see any more knocks? Probably not for a while.
The cat struggles in vain inside the bag.
I still haven't beaten that hardcore campaign for Warrior. It's like it goes on and on, almost too big, but it was really cool. There's like they had like a fucking full on like battle of like 50 NPCs versus 50 enemy barbarian characters. It's pretty impressive, that mod. I'm sad there's not more mods like that for Nox.
A large this looks interesting. Graham wonders what the symbols mean.
It's weird knowing a game from 90s has direct descendancy in an evolutionary sense to games like Undertale. Strange how 36 years can change a game and that they stay so much the same. Yeah, exactly. Flying Heroes? What's Flying Heroes? 35 years. That's fucking crazy too. Well, yeah, because this game came out in 1990. I was born in 91. So yeah, the game's older than I am. But it's one of the first point-and-click adventure games. Like this, Unreal, and Warcraft 1 were like my childhood. Like my very earliest memories of playing video games. And then my uncle brought me a Super Nintendo when I was in like 2nd grade, I think. And then I started playing like... Oh no, it was before that. I was 1st grade, because I remember I brought in Jurassic Park for the SNES for show and tell in 1st grade. See, if I get 260 points, I should get like a free coupon for King's Quest 6. Yeah, there's my boy. Doesn't give a shit that his fucking brother the cat is sitting in a sack, like just writhing around in his bedroom. Like, can you not hear that? He's a heavy sleeper. '94, baby, there. It's crazy to think, Drewski, that there are people in my class that were like born in like 2000, like the year I graduated high school. You know what I mean? Like 2009 and 2008 and shit. The old Jurassic Park RTS for my mother. I'm gonna check the titles. Like I streamed that one time. That could be one of them, actually. That's a good idea. Thank you for reminding me. That was one of the games I played in a variety night that I could talk about. And like I played 5 games, and I could say I could do another video too. I played 5 more Forgotten RTS games. You were 92 when you played this? Flying Heroes is basically an arena shooter where you flying creatures. QI, I mean, King Quest, where puzzles don't make sense and points are meaningless. Good. Whose Lines Anyway reference there, eh? People born after 2000 don't exist, I refuse.
Mordak's wand now barely glows. Perhaps its power...
You have friends who were children when they watched your works? It's weird to have people tell you they grew up watching your shit. That could be kind of cool, though, you know?
What's going... I'll take care of
I feel old, man. Like, there's people in my class who don't know who, like, Sean Connery is, or, like, there's people that didn't even know who Keanu Reeves was, and he's still relevant. You'll be like, have you seen the Lord of the Rings movies? And they're like, what are you talking about? What's the Lord of the Rings? And you're like, what?
What the?
There should be, Philip.
What have you done to my wand?
It was one of the variety nights I played the Jurassic Park RTS. It was a lot more interesting than I was expecting it to be. It reminded me of that game, Original War, which is probably one of the games I should talk about.
Why, you little...
Even had like Jeff Goldblum as a voice for it and everything. Is pretty crazy. I literally told him about Zardoz, Bolverin. Zardoz, I've watched Zardoz with my friends. It's like one of the very first like so bad it's good movies. That movie is a fucking nightmare, like an actual living nightmare. It's one of the most insane films I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, Xbox One was retro gaming, yeah.
You think you're so smart, don't you? Well, I've got you now.
I feel like he should have stayed the dragon and just went... What? Chaos Island, that's it, yeah. It wasn't half bad. Like, it was not good, but it was not half bad.
Goodbye, swine.
It was just so bizarre for a Jurassic Park film. Like a Jurassic Park strategy game.
So, this is the way you want to play.
Clans, the flaws of dragons. Yeah. Yeah, actually there was Original War, and then there's that like Polish, what is it, Polish? Eastern European,
Warning. This cartoon contains material that...
It's like a Warcraft 3 style game. I forget what it's called now.
Well, there she is, our happy home. And we're all safe and sound once more. Let's go home, shall we?
Yes, let's.
Hey! 260 out of 260. There you go. And that's it. Nothing changes. The recent Gundam, a few characters showed up from the original Gundam that most people are now learning are younger in universe, and their show's actual age, yeah. Yeah, King's Quest 5, man. This game's awesome. But with these point-and-click adventure games, it's kind of like the whole... Once you've beaten it once, there's not a whole lot of reason to go back and beat it again other than to just experience the graphics and the characters and stuff again. Because, like, even when I tried speedrunning Lord of the Clans after, and I beat it in, like, what, 24 minutes, if not less? It's in this game, you could probably, if you put all the speed up to maximum, you could probably blast through this game in, like, 13 minutes or something like that. So it's like... they're awesome, but imagine paying like $80 for this back in the day, because it's like a proper full-price game at that time. Yeah, it might not have been Warcraft 3 per se, but it was very similar to those games. It was a very classic type RTS game, but I have it on my good old games. I'll find it after. I've played Warcraft 2000 as well. Yeah, I have. It's fucking wild. Ass Ketchum. He's been 10 for like 30 years. Same, South Park brings that up. And in one part, South Park, they're like, oh, we're only 4th grade. And then one of them, I think, goes, yeah, but for how long? We've been 4th grade for like 15 years. Yeah, there's a lot of, even like the Rat was Roberta Williams. The chick who made the game was the Rat. Mark Siebert, his name came up like 7 times. I guess it's cheap, because I would do that. If you'd be like, all right, you get in here, you're this character, this character, this character. I already did. Actually, maybe I should stream that too. I did voice acting for some Warcraft 3 mod set in Warcraft 1. It's not like Chronicles of the Second War level, but he asked me to do some voices for him, and he sent me the games, the mods on Nexus or whatever. So maybe I will, maybe I'll try those, see if my voice acting actually translates well to the game. I nearly threw my voice. I nearly threw up doing orc voices. My God, it was a lot. I didn't warm up my voice or anything beforehand. I'm learning that in school, but I'm lazy as fuck. All right. Well, there we go, gang. That's King's Quest V. Maybe I'll play one of the other King's Quest games when if I run out of like shit to do, which is not going to be soon because there's a lot. Oh yeah, I'll look up that.
Do you really
want to quit? Let's take a look here. Maybe later. Okay. What was it called? Not Dark Rain. Nope. Not Eyes of the Beholder. I think I got those for free, but I have no idea what they are. Knights and Merchants, Knights of Honor. Never played those. There's Lands of Lore. Should play those someday. Myst. Those are some obtuse fucking games, I'll tell you. Stubbs the Zombie, awesome game. I suppose I can. Sar, there it is. Sar, Burden of the Crown. I played this game. Not half bad, actually. I'd have to boot it up again, maybe, to do a variety video on it. Tsar, a Burden of the Crown. Yeah, Eyes of the Beholder. I got these for free, but I have fucking no idea what they are. Oh, they're like dungeon crawling D&D games or something? There's 3 of them, so I imagine somebody played them. I don't think I'd play those. All right. Well, yeah, I have Battle Realms, but I think I tried it once and I didn't quite enjoy it. Because the same guys that made that janky Lord of the Rings game, which is actually pretty solid. I think I streamed that, did I not? But I got a lot to look at. Yeah, I didn't like Myst either. It looked pretty and it sounded pretty and everything, but they're crazy. They're so hard. They're so obtuse. We got Police Quest. There's Quest for Glory. And all the King's Quest games I think I should have the new one. Yeah, King's Quest 4, The Perils of Rosella. That's the one. Yeah, okay, I haven't played that one. Oh, I think because they were working on a VGA remake of this, and I kind of wanted to wait for that. That's King's Quest 6. That screenshot's wrong. That's and that's King's Quest 5. What the hell? That's incorrect. They have half of these are from other games. But look at the jump, though, eh? From like this to that. This to that. It's pretty crazy. The Neverhood, a buzzard little puzzle game in clay from 95. That sounds like, are those real words? A buzzard game from clay. Oh, Roller Coaster Tycoon is sick. I love Roller Coaster Tycoon. But these are the ones I haven't played. Oh, not this one. Actually, I haven't played that one, but these games, they look just like King's Quest. They look hella charming. Yeah, I checked. I want to do a stream of them sometime as well. I meant to make a Lord's Realm 2 video as well, but this is another RTS game that I played as a kid, but I never got past like the first level. I tried playing it, but it doesn't work very well in modern systems. Oh, you haven't played the Hercules cartoon game? This game slaps, dude. Where is it? I had this game on the PC way back in the day. This game is wicked. It's a great game. It's a little 2D action platformer. Good old games, man. They got good shit. I got this in a cereal box. I got Hercules, the game. What's it called? Disney's Hercules, the game, in a cereal box when I was a kid. Oh, yeah, Overlord. Well, I might play the second. I haven't played the second Overlord in a long time. I could play that sometime, too. Chizo Mythos by Yahtzee, as far as I know. Free. Oh, really? Chorizo, yeah. Roller Coaster Tycoon is famous for being one of the largest, most recent games coded in assembly, right? I actually have no idea. Play an OpenSea RCT if you want to play Roller Coaster Tycoon. It fixes all the bugs. Oh, is it like a modded version kind of thing? Herc's Adventures and Disney's Hercules are different games? Oh, okay. We have time for a bit of Hercules. I think that I saw a speedrun on this game, and it was like pretty... oh, there you go, 53 minutes. I think I beat the game in 53 minutes. And that's without speedrunning. I remember that. I bought a RCT for full price. Got it for free in a cereal box. Dad was pissed. All right, boys. 8:20 after 8. All right. My vacation week has been so filled with nothing. Like, I feel so shitty that I'm not doing anything. I wrote a bunch of script for the video, but, you know, I feel so useless. Like, I feel like I should be going out and doing something, or, you know, socializing, I guess you could argue. But anyways, boys, thanks for hanging out tonight for this impromptu. It's Thursday today, yeah? Fuck, I start school next week, so I'll be back to my once a week streams, but maybe I'll do another one Saturday. I'll do a Saturday stream for sure, but we'll figure some stuff out. Autism demands me to say that the first Overlord and Raising Hell expansion is better, but well, I love the first one's great, but I played the first one like last year or something like that. The second one, I feel like the second one improved on a lot of things, and I don't remember much of that game, the second one, other than like a few of the distinct levels. Summertime, time to get hookers. Well, I already went to the spa, and before you ask, yes, the answer is yes. But also, I'm not getting paid, so I have to really limit myself on that part. But it was good for because my knee's been giving me a lot of shit too. So I actually go for the massage, but you know, it's also a very nice place to be. But they're also like proper masseuses, and my knee's been giving me so much shit. I need to trade it in. But yeah, well, sleeping, like if I had my choice, I would just sleep and eat my fat ass to death. But society demands I do stuff, and I really want to get another video up because it's been a while since my last one. My last one didn't do particularly well, so I'm trying to. I gotta keep my YouTube channel relevant. You know what I mean? But anyways, thanks everyone for your continued support and chilling. We'll probably see you Saturday.